Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Tap on in for the show. Oh man, let's get it. You already know we with it. King Supreme in the building. How y'all feeling this morning, man? It's Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday. It's a beautiful day. Salute, salute, salute. Hey Chris, shout out to you, man. Chris sent me that video, man. Shout out to Chris for sending me the video, man. He sent me the video about the Latinos cooking and working in soul food restaurants. And what I want people to know is this, man. This ain't about no racism. This is just about reality. Now, let me tell you something. If you want good soul food, you got to have black folks cooking it. Let me tell you something, black folks. Hiring Latinos to work at soul food restaurants, you're trying to save money. This is why you're hiring these illegals. But guess what? You're going to destroy your brand and business because guess what? Mexicans don't know how to cook soul food like black folks. Just like black folks can't cook Mexican food like Mexicans. But guess what you don't see? You're not going to see black people working in Mexican restaurants being chefs and cooks. You're not going to see that. Why? Because Mexican people want authentic Mexican food. So it makes sense. Now, when I was in Atlanta in 2025, right? Just last year. I've seen Mexicans working in soul food restaurants. Not talking about California, I'm talking about Atlanta, Georgia. And I said, whoa, they even got illegals out here working in soul food restaurants, right? So that's just one of them things. And that's the name of the game. And if black folks in Los Angeles, now let's go back to Los Angeles. If black folks in Los Angeles don't be careful, Mexicans are going to gentrify Baldwin Hills. They're going to gentrify the Crenshaw district. Black folks, you got to gatekeep those communities because those are the only communities you got left. Windsor Hills, Baldwin Hills, Ladera Heights, the Crenshaw district. Those are the only black. We only have a few black communities that's left in Los Angeles. So once you lose the Crenshaw district and Baldwin Hills, it's over for black folks in Los Angeles. You should never allow another group of people who are not black to put businesses in the Crenshaw district, to put businesses in Baldwin Hills. They're going to gentrify your communities. Makes no sense. Then let me tell you this. You can't go to East LA and put up no black restaurant and think they're gonna buy your food. You can't go to Southgate and put a black restaurant up and think the Mexicans gonna buy your food. You can't go to El Monte and put up a black restaurant or a black business and think the Mexicans gonna spend their money. You can't go to any predominant Mexican Latino community in Los Angeles and put a black business there and think you're gonna thrive and think the Mexican people are gonna spend their money with you. It's not gonna happen. So this listen, homie, when it comes to think about what I'm saying. Black people, we're not racist, but at the same time, we got to be mindful of what we're doing. We got to gatekeep our communities. Baldwin Hills and the Crenshaw district is all we have left in Los Angeles. Once that's gone, it is over. Stop allowing Latinos to put businesses in predominant black communities. You can't put a black business in a predominant Latino community. It's not going to work for you. The only black enclaves left in Los Angeles, yes, Baldwin Hills and the Crenshaw district. Once you lose those two, it is a wrap. Compton looks like Mexico. The east side of South Central looks like Mexico. Right? So now you understand. I said it before and I say it again. You got communities in Los Angeles that are predominant Latino Mexican with no blacks there. But guess what? Every black community has a significant Latino, it has a large Latino population. Let me put it like that. Even in the so-called black communities in Los Angeles, you still got a lot of Latinos living there. So black people don't have their neighborhoods no more. There's no such thing as a black community in Los Angeles no more. You are sharing those communities with Latinos. But on the other hand, Latinos have communities to themselves where you don't have blacks. So they have their communities to themselves while we share our communities with them. That's something for y'all to think about. There's no black communities left in Los Angeles. Every black community in Los Angeles, you're going to see a large Latino population in it. Black people don't have their communities to themselves no more. It's a wrap. It's over with. White people have communities to themselves. Asians have communities to themselves. Latinos have communities to themselves. Blacks are the only people in Los Angeles who don't have their communities to themselves. Now, that's food for thought. That's something for y'all to think about. Let's go to the beginning. Shout out to the sister.
This next story is coming to us from Los Angeles, California, brought to...
Shout out to Demetra K, man. Demetra K, shout out to my girl, man. She been doing her thing, man. Check out this story. And this right here is confirmation of what I've been talking about. Check game.
Us by the Black Vanguard, also known as Brother Raymond, part of Africatown Coalition, and they bring a lot of awareness to the foolishness that's going on in Los Angeles, California regarding the Democratic Party and just a whole host of other things, right? Now, this video is going to highlight, I guess, you know, a night in Los Angeles, and there is a taco stand there, and I want you to listen to Brother Raymond and what he has to say about it. Check it out.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm on Crenshaw and Stocker. You got the Mexicans set up tacos right over here. See, when all the black people setting up barbecue joints up and down Crenshaw and all the other stuff, they was harassing.
Man, listen, this is Crenshaw and Stocker. Now, this is was a predominant black community. Once you start seeing Mexicans put taco shops in on Crenshaw, it's a wrap. That's like me going to East LA on Cesar Chavez Boulevard and putting a barbecue stand right there. It's not going to work. You know why? Because you don't have a significant black you don't have a population out there to cater to. Mexicans are not going to buy your food. There's no blacks in the area to buy your food. Now on the flip side, let me tell you this. On Stocker and Crenshaw, not only do you got a lot of black people living over there, you also have a lot of Mexicans living over there. So guess what? This is how they're going to win. Black folks are going to buy tacos from these people. The Mexicans in this community are going to buy tacos for these people. So guess what? Mexicans become successful selling tacos, selling food in black communities. Now, this is Crenshaw and Stocker. 20 years ago, you would have never seen no taco stand. Let me tell you guys something. 20 years ago, you would have never seen a taco stand on Crenshaw Boulevard. When you pull up to Crenshaw Boulevard, you're supposed to see chicken wings and barbecue ribs. Not no Mexicans selling tacos on Crenshaw. This is crazy. Let me be quiet.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm on Crenshaw and Stocker. You got the Mexicans set up tacos right over here. See, when all the black people setting up barbecue joints up and down Crenshaw and all the other stuff, they was harassing all the black people that was setting up barbecue joints over here and shit. But they allowed the Mexicans set up freely up and down our community. This part of a racial that's going on in our community and stuff. And we definitely need to fight and stand up against this right over here. Because we can't go to East LA, Southgate, Hunter Park, and El Zuzan Monte. And you think this man's gonna allow black people to set up a barbecue joint or soul food place in their communities? Though this ain't gonna happen though. So you definitely stand up against this shit.
So as you saw there, he is illustrating that the Latinos are free to set up their taco stands or whatever it is. But when
make sure that you guys bless the like button. I know we got a lot of hate watchers, but bless that damn like button. Y'all act like people paying y'all to not hit the like button. Yeah, man, but this is a prime example. Once you start to see taco shops on Crenshaw, Your community has been gentrified. Way too many Mexicans living in these predominant black communities. You can't go to East LA and sell barbecue ribs to Mexicans. They're not going to go for that. Why don't you try putting a barbecue rib stand on Cesar Chavez Boulevard in East LA and see what happens? See if Mexicans spend their money with you. They're not. Why? Because Mexicans are smart enough to gatekeep their communities.
Black folks want to set up barbecue, they get harassed. Okay. Now I'm assuming by the police, and I've seen a whole lot of videos like that where black folks get harassed. Now, if you've been to LA, even just once, especially in certain parts, yeah, it's not unusual to see, taco stands just here and there and everywhere. And I'll be honest with you, I can't remember the last time I've seen a black, chicken stand or hot dog stand or barbecue stand. I can't remember the last time. I'm only remembering Latinos, whether it's hot dogs, tacos, or whatever. So I think Brother Raymond has a point, but specifically he said this on his caption. Latinos trying to gentrify the Baldwin Hills, Crenshaw district. We can't open a barbecue stand in East LA, Southgate, El Monte, or any other majority Latino community. We would have been run out of the community. This is the work of the Democrat.
Mexicans are not going to tolerate you putting black businesses in their community. So why should we tolerate them putting taco stands in our community? Makes no sense. It's over for Los Angeles. Black people should have woke up a long time ago to see what's going on.
Party, and we must fight against this majority Latino community. We would have been run out of the community. This is the work of the Democrat Party, and we must fight against this agenda. And he is 1,000% right. It is the Democratic Party that allows that to go on. Now, how does the Democrat Party get into office? By the majority of black voters. It's just a fact. And so they use our votes and they go help everybody else. Now, since we're talking about Los Angeles, California, we can really just reduce it down to Mayor Karen Bass, who is a black mayor there. And we've seen her, especially last year during.
The land was never yours either. California was Mexico for 27 years and you did nothing with it. Before the United States of America took over California, California was a dump. The United States made California great. Let me tell you Mexicans something, man. If California was still Mexico, you would be running to get the hell up out of there. You would be packing up you would be leaving by the boatloads, by the busloads. If California was still under Mexico's rule, Mexicans would not want to live there. Straight up. Look at all those Mexicans lining up to leave Mexico now. So that proves my point.
The ICE raid in Los Angeles, she's running through the park and she's trying to chase ICE out of there. And she's mad, right? And she's giving them these Angelino cards because they're afraid to go out of the house because they're going to get snatched up by ICE. And so the Angelino card.
Man, why don't you protest against the cartel in Mexico, right? Why don't you make Mexico great? Huh? See, when they say it don't matter, they're trying to do the same thing in Chicago. Chicago ain't never been Mexico. They want to do the same thing in Atlanta, Georgia. That ain't never been Mexico. So don't let them come with that fake ass excuse. Well, this was Mexico. It was Mexico for 27 years. You had a short run. It is over now. My thing is this. It doesn't matter. Listen, California really doesn't matter. Mexicans will do the same thing in Georgia, Louisiana. They're trying to overpopulate the United States. How did they do it? Through Democratic policies. What did black people vote for? Democrats. What did the Democrats do? Overpopulate your communities with these people coming from Mexico and south of the border. So it was a foolish thing. It was a foolish thing for blacks to be loyal to the Democratic Party. All they did was flood your communities with millions of illegals. Now they're putting taco shops on. Now they're putting taco stands on Crenshaw Boulevard. You got a Superior grocery store in the Crenshaw district. Imagine that. You got a Mexican grocery store in the Rolling 60 hood, a Superior. So don't let them fool you. They're trying to do the same. They're trying to do the same thing all across the United States. I'm seeing Mexicans in Atlanta, Georgia, cooking soul food at a soul food restaurant in Atlanta, not California.
What she says, oh, talking about Los Angeles, California, we can really just reduce it down to Mayor Karen Bass, who is a black mayor there. And we've seen her, especially last year during the ice raids in Los Angeles. She's running.
My bad, not Superior, Vallarta. I always get those mixed up. Vallarta. I never go over there, right? There's no reason for me to go to the Rolling 60s neighborhood for anything, but it's a Vallarta. The point is, you got a Mexican grocery store in a predominant black community in Crenshaw. Now you got taco shops all over Crenshaw and Stocker. What's going on, people? Black people, you allow essays, Mexicans to overpopulate your communities, but you could never do the same thing in East LA. You could never do the same thing in El Monte. What are you talking about? You can't put no black business in El Monte. You can't put no black business in East LA. But you let them put businesses in your communities, the Crenshaw district, Baldwin Hills.
The park, and she's trying to chase ICE out of there. She's mad, right? And she's giving them these Angelino cards so that because they're afraid to go out of the house because they're going to get snatched up by ICE. And so the Angelino cards, which she says, oh, it's donations from, different people, private donors, to give them money so they can buy food or whatever it is they can do because they can't leave the house. But they do absolutely nothing specifically for black people there in Los Angeles, right? And so at the very least, okay, if black folks are trying to set up a barbecue stand or whatever it is, leave them alone. Because y'all leave the Latinos alone. We know that for a fact. Like I said, each and every time I've gone to Los Angeles, I've seen it everywhere, and I don't see nobody running them off. I don't eat from there because, for one thing, I'm scared. Okay, but the other thing is like, do y'all even have permits, food handlers cards, or any of that kind of stuff? I don't know. I never see them get bothered, but I don't see black folks out there. But now we know why. For the most part, it's probably because they get harassed. I'm sure. And the other thing too is a lot of the law enforcement, they're what? Latino there. So they ain't gonna mess with their own people. But if they see the brother man or the sister girl.
That's true. In Los Angeles, Latinos make up a large percentage of the LAPD. Oh, they make up a large percentage of the LAPD. Trust and believe that.
Setting up a little.
So they're going to do things in favor of their people.
Stand or something, yeah, they gonna get harassed. You have a food handler's card, you have a permit, you're not supposed to sit here and the zoning and all. Yeah, they gonna get harassed. But to his point, we gotta stop that. If it means not voting for the Democratic Party because they don't respect us or, allow us to earn some money, free enterprise like they allow the Latinos, then yeah, they don't need our vote. But see, the other thing too is this. We need to stop going and eating in those, little taco stands or whatever, because they're not eating the barbecue we making. They not. So stop giving them black.
She's right. Stop spending money with non-black businesses in predominant black communities. But this is the problem. Once the Mexican population gets big in black communities, they don't even need black people to buy the tacos no more. Because guess what? They got a lot of Mexicans buying Mexican food in a predominant black area because the Mexican population has grown in these black areas. Let's say nobody black in the Crenshaw district buys these tacos from these Mexican vendors, right? But guess what? You still have a decent Mexican Latino population who will spend money over there. But guess what? Your communities has been infiltrated by the Mexican population. So Mexicans can literally survive selling Mexican food in black communities, selling Mexican food to Mexican and Latino people. Black people ain't even got to buy that food no more. They can still be successful in your community.
And stop giving the Democrat Party black votes until they respect the black voter and do.
Check out what the sister said right here, man. I need everybody to bless that like button for this one, man. We on a real tip.
The zoning and all. Yeah, they gonna get harassed. But to his point, we gotta stop that. If it means not voting for the Democratic Party because they don't respect us or, allow us to earn some.
And listen, this has nothing to do with racism, right? So to all the Mexicans in the comment section, you guys gatekeep your communities. You wouldn't let black people set up shop in your communities and sell food. You wouldn't do that in Mexican communities. So on the flip side, we shouldn't allow you guys to do it in our communities. It has nothing to do with racism. It's called gatekeeping your community, controlling the economy in your community, spending money with your own people. That's all it is. Black people need to wake up, smell what's going on, and get on code. Because eventually, sooner than later, you're not going to have black communities in Los Angeles no more. Because every black community you go to in Los Angeles, you see Mexicans selling tacos. So there is no more black communities left. You got Mexicans selling tacos on Crenshaw. Ain't no damn predominant black community no more. It is a mixed community.
Money, free enterprise like they allow the Latinos, then yeah, they don't need our vote. But see, the other thing too is this. We need to stop going and eating in those, little taco stands or whatever, because they're not eating the barbecue we making. They not. So stop giving them black dollars and stop giving the Democrat Party black votes until they respect the black voter and do something for the black voter. And the other point that he made, yeah, they run us out of there. If we was in East Los or whatever it is, you couldn't go set up no barbecue stand there. They'll run you out. You can't. You're not supposed to be here. When I say they, I mean the residents. They wouldn't spend not one.
Mexicans in East LA ain't gonna let you put no barbecue stand on Cesar Chavez Boulevard. Hell no. So why do we let Mexicans put taco shops on Martin Luther King Boulevard? There's no barbecue shops on Cesar Chavez Boulevard in East Los. Wake up and smell what's going on. What's wrong with black people? It is a wrap for Los Angeles. Listen, man, I've been trying to wake black people up in LA for the last 20 years. They're deaf, dumb, and blind. They don't listen. They're too focused on gangbanging, which amounts to nothing. Well, it'll send you to prison. It'll send you to a graveyard or the damn prison or prison yard. That is about it. You get nothing from it. Blacks in LA have been too focused on gangbanging and foolishness. The Latinos are taking over your community. They're selling tacos on Crenshaw. If that ain't enough to wake you dummies up, I don't know what will.
$1 with you. If you even tried to set up in their neighborhood, they're gonna walk right by you and go to their homie. And you're not supposed to be here. When I say they, I mean the residents. There, if we was in East Los or whatever it is, you couldn't go set up no barbecue stand there. They'll run you out. You're not supposed to be here. When I say they, I mean the residents. They wouldn't spend not $1 with you. If you even tried to set up in their neighborhood, they're going to walk right by you and go to their homie. And in a sense, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to keep the Latino dollar within the Latino community. But see, we don't do the same, right? We don't keep the black dollar in the black community. We go right on over there and get us some tacos, right? So we got to stop doing that. So thank you, Brother Raymond, for bringing awareness to this. And anyway, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel.
All right, now let's go to the next clip. Now, I do this to spread awareness, right? That's why I do this, to spread awareness. You know what I mean? To wake the people up so that they check this out.
Years at this point, she has a critique.
Now, check this out right here. We're talking about Mexicans cooking soul food at black restaurants. See, it shows that black people, we're too nice. Now, why would you hire Mexicans to cook soul food? You don't want to hire your own people? You're trying to save money? Well, guess what? You destroy the reputation of the business when you bring in non-FBA people to cook FBA food. It don't taste good no more. The flavor is bland. It's not the same. Stop hiring non-FBA people to cook FBA food. Stop doing it. I've seen the same thing going on in Atlanta. I've seen Mexicans in the kitchen cooking soul food. I said, shame on you black folks for doing this. They ain't finna hire no black folks in East LA to cook no damn Mexican food for Mexican people.
About the food. Check it out.
I realized why the food does not taste great here. And this is going to sound racist. I don't mean to be racist. I'm not trying to be. The reason why the food does not taste great in LA is because all the chefs are Latino. All the chefs are Mexican. Like, they may be great at chopping up parsley and limes for tacos, but they should not be the sushi chef. I should not go to a soul food restaurant and it's a Mexican cooking. So like, I figured out why the food tastes kind of, and I've been living here almost 2 years now. So that's not me half-heartedly saying that. I've done the research. I'm in these restaurant streets. I'm eating. But I'm sorry, the soul food just Ain't no soul going in it. You know, sushi rolls, ain't no steak. You know, hell, I'm gonna be quite honest. The tacos here, not even the best tacos I've ever tasted. Nope.
So as you saw there, she basically said that, you know, lack of better words, they have a lot of Latinos in the kitchens of all types of restaurants, whether it's sushi, soul food, or, and she says even, you know, tacos or whatever don't taste all that good because for whatever reason, I don't know if they could cook, they can't season, whatever it is. And, you know, without being mean or anything like that, yeah, I agree with that. I've always said that. But my bigger critique is, why would soul food restaurants have Latinos in there?
Now, this Mexican is used to cooking burritos. How in the hell he gonna cook some soul food? He don't know how to cook no collard greens. He don't know how to make no candy yams. He don't know how to make no mac and cheese. He can't fry up no red snapper, no catfish. What's wrong with y'all people? If you want authentic soul food, you need FBA people cooking in the kitchen, plain and simple. Stop hiring non-FBA people to cook FBA food for FBA people. It doesn't make sense. Oh, I get it. You trying to save $1. You want to pay people under the table. You know what? Forget all that, man. I'm just going to get these Mexicans up here to cook this food and save a couple of dollars. You're destroying your business. You're destroying your brand. The food don't taste the same. Most people will tell you the same thing that I'm saying. Hey, man, go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles on Pico in La Brea, and you go taste Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Do you guys remember how Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles used to taste in the early 2000s? Go over there and taste it now. Major difference. They got Mexicans cooking at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. The food don't even taste the same no more.
Why wouldn't you have black folks, okay, that know how to put the seasonings and the garlics and food? Or, and she says even, you know, tacos or whatever don't taste all that good because for whatever reason, I don't know if they could cook, they can't season, whatever it is. And, you know, without being mean or anything like that, yeah, I agree with that. I've always said that. But my bigger critique is, why would soul food restaurants have Latinos in there? Why wouldn't you have black folks, okay, that know how to put the seasonings and the garlics and pepper, you know, salt? Why not have them up in there that know how to really season some food? You know, like I said, why are not just Latinos, but why are you buying fried chicken from Asians? That always baffles.
Yep, just like Louisiana fried chicken, man. If you go to Baldwin Hills, man, on Rodeo in La Cienega, you got Asians cooking Louisiana fried chicken and selling it to black folks, and black folks be lined up to buy it. Crazy, huh? Do you think black folks could sell Chinese food to Chinese people in Chinatown? Hell no, they're not going to buy Chinese food from a black person. But we allow Chinese and Asians to sell us fried chicken in our own communities. We allow Mexicans to sell us tacos in our own communities. We allow Mexicans to cook soul food in our own restaurants in our own communities. What's going on, black folks? Do you really want to destroy the community? Because at this point, you can't even blame the white man for this. I blame this on stupidity, the lack of knowledge, foolishness. No one is forcing you to do this.
Baffles me. Or Latinos. Now, I'm not saying they can't fry chicken, but they can't fry chicken. You know what I mean? They can't fry chicken like us. But again, I'm just go to the soul food restaurants and ask them, why are you hiring people that don't look like you? Now, I don't know. It might have something to do with the cheap labor, whatever it is. I don't get it. And me personally, when I go in black restaurants and I see that, I don't go back. Like, I'm here in Houston for the moment, right? And I'll say a lot of the black restaurants, they do have a lot of Latinos working there, whether it's serving the food or in the kitchen. And it's like, y'all couldn't find no black people to season no food, flip over no pan, whatever.
We're waking the people up. I'm waking the people up by making content like this. Sometimes you got to give people a kick in the ASS to wake them up. So this should be a wake-up call for black folks, man. I'm telling you, it ain't just Los Angeles. I've seen Mexicans cooking soul food in Atlanta, Georgia. I've seen Mexicans cooking soul food in Florida. And I'm talking about in 2025. I ain't talking about no 10 years ago.
Like, you can find black folks to do that. So that's, to me, the bigger problem. Forget that they can't season. It's the fact that you ain't finding no black folks. Now, I can't speak for the Asians. I'd imagine they on the same stuff. Oh, it's cheaper, whatever. They gonna come to work and whatever it is. I didn't know. I can't speak for them, but I can ask the question of the black restaurants. And you want black folks to sit up in there? See, if you truly believe in group economics, that means that you hire black as well. Because if I'm coming there as a black customer and giving you my black dollars, some of my black dollars go into the Latino community. They don't go back into the black community. It should be all black people working there. And listen,
Black Sam got a gang of Mexicans cooking at Marathon Burgers. You ain't lying. Shout out to Frank Nitty. You go to Marathon Burgers, a gang of Mexicans cooking up in that damn kitchen. What a damn shame.
oh, it's cheaper, whatever. They gonna come to work and whatever it is. I didn't know. I can't speak for them, but I can ask the question of the black restaurants. And you want black folks to sit up in there? See, if you truly believe in group economics, that means that you hire black as well. Because if I'm coming there as a black customer and giving you my black dollars, some of my black dollars go into the Latino community. They don't go back into the black community. It should be all black people working there. And listen, I will concede. I know that sometimes black employees don't act right. I get it. But guess what? There's some white employees that don't act right. There's some Latino employees that don't act right. But you know what? When you go into their establishments, they have their people working there. They don't have Ray Ray and Pookie up at the taco shop making tacos. They got Juan and Humberto and all of them up in there because they understand. But they know they could go to the black restaurants and the Asians or whatever and get a job and get hired. But you go try to say, hey, I know how to make a mean taco. Let me go on and get a job up. No, we not hiring. But we silly enough to hire everybody but our own. So, yeah, if you go into a soul food restaurant and you see people in there that ain't black, yeah, it's probably not going to taste all like that. Now, listen, I have eaten some Mexican food that's good. It's great, the bomb and all of that. But that's kind of what they do in a sense. But if I see Lupita back there, you know, they're making some collard greens, I'm going to be... I don't know. So I hear what she's saying, but I think the better critique is, why are y'all hiring anybody outside of black folks, especially soul food, right? Black Americans to cook the food in the first place. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra K Show, here on YouTube.
All right, now I'm finna show y'all something, man. Check this out right here. Look at this right here.
It's delicious and it's affordable. What is up? This is your LA in a minute.
Now this is Verlanta. This is on Crenshaw. But listen, you got so many Mexicans that live in the Crenshaw district. I guess it makes sense for them to put a Mexican restaurant in a black area, because guess what? You got Mexicans cooking tacos in the Crenshaw district now. You got a Mexican grocery store in the Crenshaw district. Mexicans are going to gentrify the Crenshaw district. Mexicans are going to gentrify Baldwin Hills. Y'all keep this nonsense up and you're going to see what's going to happen. Crenshaw going to look like Mexico in another 5 years.
Excited to be part of the grand opening of a new Vallarta store here in the Crenshaw district. This is a business that started as a mom and pop, became a true LA American dream story. Now, Vallarta knows the importance of embracing the community every time they open a store. That's exactly what they're going to do here in the Crenshaw district. Let's go take a look. What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here at the grand opening of the Vallarta store in the Crenshaw district. Now, as you know, Vallarta is a true LA American dream story because they embrace family and they embrace the community. LA American dream story. If there's one thing I know about Vallarta, it's that their food is high quality, it's delicious, and it's affordable. And having a Vallarta in your neighborhood...
You see what I'm saying? Now, black people, you did this. You did it, doo-doo. Now I don't want to get, you know, now this is the LA Try guy. Let's go to, he got too much music.
Lives the community. Now, these districts collectively embody the triumphs of this very important LA community. Crenshaw, South LA, in the Crenshaw district. It's important to understand the history and the legacy of Crenshaw, South LA, Leimert Park, historically black neighborhoods. These districts collectively embody the triumphs of this very important LA community, serving as
Yes, Leimert Park, Crenshaw, Baldwin Hills, historic black communities. You got Mexicans selling tacos. Now you got a Vallarta. You're damn right. These are historic black communities. What the hell you got a Vallarta grocery store in a historic black community for? Oh, I get it. Because the Mexican population has grown in black communities.
both historical landmarks and vibrant cultural hubs. Look, these communities are the center for African American art, culture, music, and that's why Vallarta is going to pay homage. These communities are the center for African American art, culture, music, and that's why Vallarta is going to pay homage to these communities inside the store. Throughout this store, customers are going to find familiar themes and imagery paying tribute to the neighborhood's iconic landmarks and culture, along with local products, brands, and restaurants that cater to the local community, like the famous and legendary Doolin's On that makes Vallarta so successful. This is a store that's built on a dream, a vision, and the relentless hard work of the Gonzalez family 40 years ago, and now going stronger than ever. And 40 years later, Vallarta is still a family organization dedicated to supporting, embracing, and integrating with the communities that they serve. And that's why this opening is so meaningful for Vallarta. They want to reflect the ethos of the surrounding neighborhoods, from Leimert Park to Park Mesa Heights to Crenshaw District. Continuing to uplift the community is as much a priority for Vallarta as it has been for the generations raised in these neighborhoods. So it's a hallmark of Vallarta to note that they hire from within the community to provide opportunities to residents in the surrounding neighborhood. I'm here with Marlon, who is the manager of this location. And Marlon, I want you to talk a little bit about the Vallarta experience.
Well, the Vallarta experience is more than...
Now, they do hire black people, right? But this should be a black grocery store that hires black people. Why do you need a Mexican to put a Mexican grocery store in a black community to hire black people? This is crazy. But can we be mad at the Mexicans? Absolutely not. We got to be mad at ourselves. They're just taking advantage. They're taking full advantage of the opportunities that they see in our communities.
Experience. It's a family experience. I love working here. I've been here since 9/11, and this family has opened its arms to me and embraced me in one way that I've never been able to experience in any market. I've been doing this for 33 years. The most you get from a market is probably like a pat on the back and maybe a gift certificate. This one, they open up their hearts, their wallets, their soul, and they make sure they cater to this community properly, and I'm very happy about that and proud of it.
That's incredible. And note this, Marlon, right here is an homage to my man Marlon, but most importantly to his mother who passed away. And her name, initials, and date is right there on the tail of that Marlon. What kind of companies do that? A true family, community-oriented company. Marlon, thank you very much.
Thank you, Evan.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.
So this Vallarta really is the celebration of a community, as well as the honoring of traditions and the neighborhood. And it lays the groundwork for a relationship.
All right, so there you go. You seen it, right? You seen it. There it go. There it is. It's right in your face.
Today is my first time trying a Mexican grocery store. Vallarta Supermarket opened up a new location over in the Crenshaw district. It was really cool to see them being a part of the community and actually giving back to the people that showed up to this grand opening. But honestly, my favorite part was seeing how they brought black culture to a Mexican grocery store in the Crenshaw district. Even down to hiring this guy, Marlon, the first black manager of a Vallarta location. Everything in the store is brand new, and they're really bringing a quality supermarket to Slauson and Crenshaw where the Ralphs used to be. Of course, they have their traditional Mexican cuisine, which is bussin', but I thought it was really cool how they brought in black vendors like Dee Dee's Cupcakes and LA's favorite soul food joint, Doolin's on Crenshaw, to add a little bit of culture to the Crenshaw district. Y'all know me, I had to try a little bit of everything, and it all was bussin'. Shout out to Vallarta for putting a dope grocery store in the Crenshaw district. Get over there and do some shopping. Today is my first time trying a Mexican grocery.
All right, so that's Crenshaw, bro. Huh.
To ruin us. And you know what? Let me try to call Mr. Black. So I did. We had a very long and insightful conversation.
Now I did that. Now they're gonna hire black people, right? Because it's the right thing to do. But as the Mexican population grows in that area, you're not gonna have black managers. The managers are going to be all Mexican. Most of the employees are going to be Mexican. The community is going to become majority Mexican. Come on, man. You got to have vision to see the future.
Because I understood when the video I'm going to see, I understood where he was coming from. Now,
I promise you, within another 2 years, they're going to have a Mexican manager, bro. That community will become majority Mexican. So they're going to cater to the Mexicans in that community. The community is going to become majority Latino in a few more years. All the workers at the restaurant, at the grocery store will be Latino. The managers. So you're going to see that whole community flip. You're going to see that in a matter of time, sooner than later. You're going to witness this happen. You're going to be a witness to this happening. It's going on right now, right before your eyes. You better wake up and smell what's going on. Listen, in 10 more years, there will be no more black communities in Los Angeles. Leimert Park will become, majority Latino. Baldwin Hills, Crenshaw, there will be no more black communities in Los Angeles in another 5 years. If you look at it right now, we could easily say that right now. Black folks don't have communities to themselves. They don't. Do you think Asians need Mexicans to put a Vallarta in a Chinese community? No, they don't, because Chinese people have their own grocery stores. You think white people are going to let Mexicans put a Vallarta in a white community? Absolutely not. Black folks are the only people who allow outsiders to put businesses and grocery stores in their communities. No other community would allow this.
Unfortunately, in this particular video, and the comment sections are all over. In his comments, they are going ham. When I say ham, they are going hard in the paint. They want to cancel him. They want to he's this, that, and the other. So I say, hey, brother, you don't have that much time, okay? You need to get ahead of this, because the conversation that we had, and I'm going to be talking to him a little bit more. The conversation we had, I said, oh, you are black royalty. You are black American royalty, okay? And I said, we're not going to let them destroy you and run.
Let's get some people to bless the Cash App. I need everybody that's rocking right now to bless that like button. Let's get some people who really love the content to support the content. Shout out to IRA Jones for the 20. Shout out to Blade Mugger for the 5. Shout out to Tiffany for the 15. Let's get some more contributors and supporters. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And oh yeah, bless that like button.
You down like you something other than what you really are. So I'm going to show you the first video, okay? And then I'm going to show you his response that I told him to do. I said, you don't have much time. So here we go. Here's the first video.
Go get the permission from the pastor.
See this black dude out here, he's telling these Mexicans to get up out of these black communities selling this stuff. He tripping. He tripping. I can't be mad at him. He is tripping.
Sell their fruit stands, fruit on stands on the corners and things like that. Well, this particular video that I saw is going to feature Brother Kenny Black. And now this morning, I was like, hey, you know what? Let me try to call Mr. Black. So I did. We had a very long and insightful conversation, because I understood when the video I'm going to see, I understood where he was coming from. Now, unfortunately, in this particular video, and the comment sections are all over. In his comments, they are going ham. When I say ham, they are going hard in the paint. They want to cancel him. They want to he's this, that, and the other. So I say, hey, brother, you don't have that much time, okay? You need to get ahead of this, because the conversation that we had, and I'm going to be talking to him a little bit more. The conversation we had, I said, oh, you are black royalty. You are black American royalty, okay? And I said, we're not going to let them destroy you and run you down like you something other than what you really are. So I'm going to show you the first video, okay? And then I'm going to show you his response that I told him to do. I said, you don't have much time. So here we go. Here's the first video.
Go get the permission from the pastor. The pastor's right over there. Go get permission. I'm not gonna tell you again. I'm not gonna tell you again. I'm not gonna tell you again. I'm not gonna tell you again.
Ahora
I
ya
have to
todos
come back down here.
son
I'm not
dueños
gonna
de las
tell you again.
calles.
The pastor is right there. I told him, go get his permission. You cannot be.
He's selling Mexican food in front of a black church. Hey, he looking like, hey, man, I've been getting my money. Nobody has bothered me. Shit, I'm going to continue to do it. See, damn right he going to sell Mexican food in front of that church.
Be on his land without going
Calles.
from the pastor. The pastor is right over there. Go get permission. I'm not going to tell you again. I'm not going to tell you again. I'm not going to tell you again. I'm not going to tell you again.
Ahora
I
ya
have to
todos
come back down here.
son
I'm not
dueños
gonna
de las
tell you again.
calles.
The pastor is right there. I told him, go get his permission. You cannot be on his land without going get. Go ask permission. Okay, I ain't gonna tell you no more. Okay. That was your last warning. Your last warning, homeboy. That's the last warning.
¿Alguien sabe qué me dijo?
See, this is why they get up, y'all. This is why we don't care anybody sell out here, but sell to our people. This ain't cool. I'm telling him in his face it ain't cool, homeboy. You want to film it? We gonna film it too. I got a problem with you, bro. I got a problem. I'm filming you too. I ain't got to touch you. I'm filming you too. Go get the church's permission to be out here. That's all we telling you. And anybody bothering you around this, we might attack them. You don't suppose it, homie. Y'all can't come to our property and keep doing that. We don't go nowhere that you guys go and set up none of our food. Nowhere. So if you want to get out, we're going to get out. Letting you know. We're going to get out. We're going to get out. Let me see your license.
See, he right. He's saying we don't go nowhere where you guys be to sell our food, but you want to come to our communities and do whatever you want to do and sell, but that's our fault, right? He's just doing what we've allowed them to do. So they've gotten comfortable doing it. It's normal to them. Oh, man, you can just pull up to a black community and sell food and start a Mexican business and you're going to make money. That is common knowledge. Mexicans understand that. He don't understand English, but he know he can make money selling food in a black community. He's smart enough to understand that.
Don't get out, bro. I'm trying to tell you ignorant.
Damn.
Okay. So that was Kenny Black for Black Tacos there in Las Vegas, Nevada. And he has been in the community for a very long time. So again, what happened was there's a black church, Bread of Life, that's across the street from the parking lot that the Mexican there was selling his stuff. Now he has been told repeatedly to not be there. You don't have a permit. You do not have permission to be here, but he's going to be there anyway. So now the situation is that the I think his name is Victor. So the Mexican guy, Victor, he is on live on TikTok. That's why I see some of the stuff that was kind of like popping up. Because when you're on TikTok, people can give you like gifts and things. So I guess maybe that's kind of what he does. He's on this live. And so I guess people can see that. Now, from their vantage point, it looks like Brother Kenny is bullying him. But Brother Kenny is like, no, I also set up across the street or whatever. And I sell tacos as well. And I'm going to let him tell his story in a minute.
He sell tacos himself. So he like, you ain't gonna come to my territory and sell no damn tacos. I sell tacos over here, damn it. Get off my block. Get off of my territory, fool. You're short stopping. See, there was a thing in the dope game called short stopping. Let's say I got a dope spot on 65th. And then you got another guy who tried to post up down the street and sell dope. He's short stopping my customers. All the drug addicts is coming to my spot, but he's short stopping them before they get to my spot. I didn't see people get pistol whipped. I didn't see people lose their lives over that. It's called short stopping, homie. Hey, man, you short stopping my spot. What you doing? Now you got to run these fools off of the block. You don't call the police. You do it yourself. It's called street justice. You catch somebody short stopping, you run their ass off of the block. That's how it goes in the dope game. It's going to be the same thing in the food business. I'm selling tacos right here. Don't sell tacos on the same block that I'm selling my tacos. You got to bounce, fool.
Because he actually just put this up on his social medias. I'm going to let him tell the story. But he's like, so no, I set up shop there as well. And now he says, now down the street from that parking lot, he says there's a bunch of Mexican vendors, whatever it is, they're selling there. But he says that particular guy chooses to come down to, you know, the black neighborhood and sell his fruit and things like that. So that's what you see. So as I
Shut up, dummy. You got Mexicans cooking soul food in Atlanta. Shut your dumb ass up. Talking about only in LA. You're dumb. If you go to Atlanta and Florida, even places on the East Coast, you got Mexicans over there now selling tacos in black areas. You got Mexicans cooking soul food at soul food restaurants owned by black folks. Shut your dumb ass up, fool. I've seen it in Atlanta. I've seen it in Florida. I've seen it in South Carolina. And I'm talking about last year.
Said there's a lot of people in the comment section that, you know, they want to ruin his life, take his licenses and this, that, and the other. So when I saw this, I knew exactly what was going on with Brother Kenny. We talk about this all the time, how they're allowed to set up in our neighborhoods, but we can't do it to them, right? So again, that's part like one of what happened. Now I'm going to show you Brother Kenny, his part of the story.
There's no way, man. We got 800 some people watching. I think somebody paying y'all to not bless this like button. Somebody hating on King Supreme behind the scenes, because I ain't never had a problem with y'all blessing the like button. So somebody paying y'all and hating behind the scenes. Hey, man, don't bless that like button. Hey, man, don't be over there on Red Supreme channel. Don't hit that like. Somebody paying y'all to do this goofy shit, because it makes no sense to have 800 plus people watching and only 200 some likes.
Here we go.
What's up, world? Yeah, I woke up this morning with some disturbing news with all the Mexicans saying that.
And that's part like one of what happened. Now I'm going to show you Brother Kenny, his part of the story. Here we go.
What's up, world? Yeah, I woke up this morning with some disturbing news with all the Mexicans saying that I'm a bully and I'm trying to bully you. No, got that wrong. I wish y'all would stop perpetrating, and all you black people out there that think I'm doing it on purpose. No, let me tell you the story. We don't have no room for error. Y'all not hiring our black kids. Y'all coming in our community, can't speak English. You're selling corn for $6 and selling it to your people for $3. You own shopping carts. The laws ain't doing nothing. Also, all we said was have your license and ask for permission from the pastor, because that's his land. We don't care if you make money. Y'all been making money all day long. Y'all at the CVS's all night long. Y'all at the gas station. Y'all at the tire shops. Y'all everywhere. Do you think black people get that same opportunity? And then y'all not helping our kids do? I didn't hire some of you Mexicans. They told me what y'all was doing. So no, we don't want you on our property like that. So black people, if y'all not standing up for something, stand up for that. I'm not gonna back down. No, have your license. If somebody gets sick or something, they ain't got nowhere to contact. But y'all all on Facebook and all on that Twitter talking that bitch. I'm about that life too, homie. But I choose to praise God and praise these kids in our neighborhood. And if y'all don't like that, y'all think I'm a bully? No, ain't no being a bully. It's being a black man that's concerned. So yeah, if y'all think I'm bullying, you got the churches calling me, talking all this, but they ain't showing you what they do. They can't go to no white neighborhood and do this. They can't go to the white neighborhood and just take over. We don't own in the neighborhood.
The white man is not going to let them do that. The white man ain't going to tolerate it. The white man said, you take that nonsense to South Central. You take it to Watts. You take it to Compton. You don't bring it to Beverly Hills. You don't bring it to Bel Air. You ain't bringing none of that nonsense to them white folks' communities. They ain't finna have it. They ain't going to tolerate it.
Not the liquor store, not the gas station. Y'all not hiring our black kids. Y'all coming in our community, can't speak English. You're selling corn for $6 and selling it to your people for $3. You own shopping carts. The laws ain't doing nothing. Also, all we said was have your license and ask for permission from the pastor, because that's his land. We don't care if you make money. Y'all been making money all day long. Y'all at the CVS's all night long. Y'all at the gas station. Y'all at the tire shops. Y'all everywhere. Do you think black people get that same opportunity? And then y'all not helping our kids do? I didn't hire some of you Mexicans. They told me what y'all was doing. So no, we don't want you on our property like that. So black people, if y'all not standing up for something, stand up for that. I'm not gonna back down. No, have your license. If somebody gets sick or something, they ain't got nowhere to contact. But y'all all on Facebook and all on that Twitter talking that bitch. I'm about that life too, homie. But I choose to praise God and praise these kids in our neighborhood. And if y'all don't like that, y'all think I'm a bully? No, ain't no being a bully. It's being a black man that's concerned. So yeah, if y'all think I'm bullying, you got the churches calling me, talking all this, but they ain't showing you what they do. They can't go to no white neighborhood and do this. They can't go to the white neighborhood and just take over. We don't own in that neighborhood. Not the liquor store, not the gas station, not nothing. We don't own nothing over in that neighborhood but that little piece of land that I've been keeping clean for almost 13 years. My job is make sure these kids is educated. Y'all don't have no place in Vegas where a kid can come and get a free taco, get something free to eat.
Yeah, but black people don't sell tacos in Mexican communities. We sell food to our own people. What we're saying is you got Mexicans putting businesses in black communities when black people can't put businesses in Mexican communities, right? Basically, like, we let y'all get away with stuff in our community that y'all would never tolerate in your community. That's the whole purpose of me doing this stream, to wake my people up, to put them on game. Wake up. A lot of you people are still asleep. He's telling you, if you go to East LA, you're not going to see black people cooking Mexican food in the kitchen. But for some reason, when you go to Leimert Park in Crenshaw, you got Mexicans cooking soul food in black restaurants.
It's being a black man that's concerned. So yeah, if y'all think I'm bullying, you got the churches calling me, talking all this, but they ain't showing you what they do. They can't go to no white neighborhood and do this. They can't go to the white neighborhood and just take over. We don't own in that neighborhood.
See, this is why you never allow Mexicans to come in your community, because once they get deep, they're going to take over. This is why Mexicans will firebomb black people houses in East LA. They don't want the black population to get big in their community. So this is why they firebomb the houses of black people just for living in East LA, just for living in the Hawaiian Gardens community, just for living in El Monte. Mexicans don't even want black people living in their communities. So if they don't want you living in their communities, you know they're not going to let you start a business. They don't even want your black ass living there. Man, listen here. Boy, look at here.
The liquor store, not the gas station, not nothing. We don't own nothing over in that neighborhood but that little piece of land that I've been keeping clean for almost 13 years. My job is make sure these kids is educated. Y'all don't have no place in Vegas where a kid can come and get a free taco, get something free to eat if they ain't got no money. Y'all keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm standing my ground so y'all can say all that funny shit. But West Side, stand up. West Side of Las Vegas, y'all need to stand up. Y'all letting these and they ain't giving you no job and y'all still buy from them. It ain't a part of me being racist or nothing.
He talking about Las Vegas. Now, I know about Las Vegas too. Now, in Las Vegas, the West Side is the black community. That's where the black community is in Vegas. So he's in Vegas trying to wake black people up. You already seen what happened to LA. Why would you let them do this in Las Vegas? Stop letting history, don't allow history to repeat itself. Put a stop to this nonsense now. Stop spending money with non-FBA people in FBA communities. You can't put a burrito stand in East LA and think the Mexicans gonna spend their money with you. Absolutely not. You can't sell Chinese food to Chinese in Chinatown. They ain't going for it. Stop allowing people to do stuff in our communities that they will never tolerate in their communities. It is common sense at this point.
None of that shit. Y'all not hiring none of our people, but y'all in our community selling to our kids. You know what I say? And I'm gonna stand on it. If y'all don't like it, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready. So if y'all thinking we gonna run from this, and y'all got all these little gangs and all that, woe babies and all that, man, we got them too. We got them too. Y'all got to be worried about a bigger thing. They trying to export y'all out of here. Now I see why, Donald Trump. Now I see why, because y'all don't respect black people at all. So why am I sitting up here trying to respect you on a land that belongs to a church property, a land that belongs to a community, a land that's clean, a land
now
that...
imagine you wake up, you got a Mexican selling tacos at a black church. Somebody should be, if we're going to eat tacos, let a black person sell tacos in front of a black church. You got a Mexican out there selling tacos to black folks on a damn Sunday. Imagine that. You come outside, you leave church, you go to the parking lot, you're hungry, you're looking for food. You got a Mexican outside of a black church selling tacos to black people. That is crazy. This is why he said, nah, homeboy, you got to bounce. This is my territory. I sell tacos here, not you.
And I'm going to stand on it. If y'all don't like it, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready. So if y'all thinking we going to run from this, and y'all got all these little gangs and all that, woe babies and all that, man, we got them too. We got them too. Y'all got to be worried about a bigger thing. They trying to export y'all out of here. Now I see why, Donald Trump. Now I see why, because y'all don't respect black people at all. So why am I sitting up here trying to respect you on a land that belongs to a church property, a land that belongs to a community, a land that's clean, a land that's giving a fuck about our community? So y'all can say all this again, and I'm representing. I ain't no rapper telling you this. I'm a normal human being in the neighborhood. So all these films that y'all didn't see on Facebook and Twitter showing that man recording, he's just a bully. Okay, if I'm a bully, show me your license. That's all you gotta do. Show me where you come. If I get sick, where can I come and buy your stuff? You got a church man call me talking about they're gonna send the whole church out there to protest against me. Where am I at? I told you where I'm at. I ain't running from y'all. Y'all quick to make the decision to go against these Mexicans, and the Mexicans ain't doing nothing for us. Nothing. And we the black people don't have a racist bone in our body. Belongs to a church property, a land that belongs to a community, a land that's clean, a land that giving a fuck about our community. So y'all can say all this again, and I'm representing. I ain't no rapper telling you this. I'm a normal human being in the neighborhood. So all these films that y'all didn't see on Facebook and Twitter showing that man recording, he's just a bully. Okay, if I'm a bully, show me your license. That's all you gotta do. Show me where you come. If I get sick, where can I come and buy your stuff? You got a church man call me talking about they gonna send the whole church out there to protest against me. Where am I at? I told you where I'm at. I ain't running from y'all. Y'all quick to make the decision to go against these Mexicans, and the Mexicans ain't doing nothing for us. Nothing. And
You got an idiot said this food is ignorant. This man ain't said nothing. Listen, would you like to hit the link and tell me what doesn't make sense? Why don't you tell me what doesn't make sense? That's like a black person cooking that's like a black man cooking barbecue ribs in front of a Mexican church. Mexicans wouldn't tolerate it, but we're supposed to tolerate Mexicans selling us tacos in front of a black church. Get your dumb ass out of here, dude. Talking about ignorant. The ignorant person is you. Everything I said made perfect sense. Everything this man didn't say made perfect sense. What are you talking about, fool? Breath sitting up there smelling like boo-boo. Got the nerve to be twerking and typing in a comment section, talking foolish.
we the black people don't have a racist bone in our body. Maybe our fathers and mothers do because y'all treated them this way. The young black, we don't care how you get your money. We don't care, but when y'all keep stepping on our toes and then show us the black men in our neighborhood that we ain't, and y'all just come and take over everything, okay. Reload yourself. Reload. Because we reloading right now. And that ain't no thug, and that ain't talking no crazy stuff. That ain't talking about nothing, bro. I told that man to go get his pastor permission, and I told that man, and then he gonna tell me you. I don't speak English. He ain't showing you that.
Okay, so again, that's Brother Kenny Black, and as I said, I'm gonna be talking with him more. Y'all have no idea of who this man is, right? And when I called him, I didn't know. I just kind of felt led to call him this morning and get his side of the story, and he answered the phone. And when we had a conversation, I was like, "Wow, for real?" I'm telling you, I'm gonna let him tell his own story. So we talked for I'd say about almost an hour this morning, just talking about certain things. I said, "Oh, this right here is a good brother." Okay, this ain't some dude, because a lot of times we see stuff on the internet, it's like, oh, we do kind of like draw these narratives. So I've learned, just by doing this, that no, let's kind of dig a little bit deeper to see what's going on here. So again, you'll probably see this video trending.
Make sure that you guys bless the like button. It ain't nothing. Shout out to Royalty for blessing us with a 15 on the Cash App. Shout out to All Dre for blessing us with a 10 on the Cash App. Shout out to Scoop for the super chat. Shout out to all my people.
This Victor is his name, right? The Mexican guy. He's being bullied by this, the boogeyman, the black man. He's racist, because that's what they're saying in this comment section. He's racist. We're gonna do this and that to you. As he said, as I was talking to him, his phone was just off the hook. Okay, and he says a white man who's a pastor of some church called him, talking about, we about to pull up. We gonna pull up on you, for what you did, right? And he says all these people calling him, the Mexican homies, calling him, threatening, talking about they gonna spray him up.
And that's when you call the black homies like, hey, man, pull up over here. Pull up over there to support Kenny and let them know they pull up, they gonna get that smoke. They gonna get what they ain't looking for. This is what you fight for, not over no damn Crip and Blood stupid stuff. You fight to protect black businesses. You fight to protect black people who stand up for FBA business. Not no damn Crip and Blood foolishness. That stuff is played out. Fight for something. Black folks in Los Angeles, black folks all across the country, fight for something that actually matters. Not no damn Crip and Blood stupid stuff. That is foolishness at this point. Fight for something that actually matters. Protect your community. Protect black businesses. Gatekeep your own communities. Keep the outsiders out of your communities. Wake up and learn. Smell what's really going on.
Stuff over what they saw on the internet. So again, we had a really good conversation. I said, what messes me up the most is that they paint Victor, the Mexican vendor, as this, he's this innocent guy, but it's like, man, you've been told not to be on this block forever, and you keep coming here. The pastor has said he doesn't have permission. He doesn't have a license or a permit or none of that stuff. And nobody presses him. But as Brother Kenny said, we can't go do that in their neighborhood. We couldn't go set up. Kenny could not go set his taco shop up or his taco stand in the Mexican neighborhood and make it. Because for one, they not going to buy no tacos from no black man. They're going to go right by him. The other thing is our people go by the black man, pass him up, and then go and buy from them people when they don't hire our people. Now, Brother Kenny hires the kids in the neighborhood. He says, because I know, the situation they come from. He's originally from LA, right? He says, I know the situation they come from, so I hire them and give them jobs. He said, not even just our kids, but their kids too, which is why he says a lot of them say, hey, the Mexican vendors, they'll sell the corn for $3 to their own people, and they sell it to $6 to our kids. So he says what they do is,
of course, they're selling it to us for double. He'll sell it to Mexicans for $3, but he'll sell it to black folks for $6. They are taxing you in your own community. I'm going to sell food in the black community, but I'm going to tax y'all. I'm going to charge you guys double. Yeah.
This guy, he'll wait till they get out of school and set up and then, sell the high food or whatever it is to the black kids and to sell the normal price to his kids. So he says people don't know that. So he says that's where my frustration comes from. It's not that I just seen this man and I'm bullying him. Again, he sets up across the street from him. As you said, they got the block on lock in the rest of the neighborhood, but he want to come over there. And so me and him agreed that, okay, we know that they do that. They just do. It's a story as old as time. And this brother told me, because we were talking about what they did in Los Angeles. Y'all heard that story, right?
This brother. See, a lot of y'all be thinking you don't realize that this problem is spreading to the South. And when I mean the South, I'm talking about the southeastern region of the country. This nonsense is spreading. KPU said this. He said, I'm in Memphis on Getwell. On a good night, the whole street was full of Mexican vendors for about 2 miles. Tacos, fruits, drinks, corn. Maybe black people should learn to hustle. Now, this brother said he's in Memphis. And there's a street in Memphis where there's nothing but Mexican vendors for 2 miles. We're not talking about California. We're not talking about Texas. We're not talking about Florida. We're talking about Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee is an FBA city. I told you. The Mexicans and Latinos are creeping in the South. Their population is growing. They're starting businesses. I seen it in Atlanta, Georgia. Go to I believe it's Buford Highway. I don't know if that. I believe maybe I'm right. Buford Highway in Atlanta looks like Mexico. Gwinnett County in Atlanta looks like Mexico. Taco shops everywhere. Taco trucks, and Mexican vendors everywhere. Gwinnett County in Atlanta, Georgia looks like Mexico. Let go.
And just where the Mexicans, threw some Molotov cocktails or whatever it is into the black apartment building trying to run the black people out. He says, I was there. He says, I was there. He said, I could tell the whole story. I was there. He said, yeah, they've been doing that kind of stuff to us. But see, the rub is I say we, as black Americans, black folks in general, we silly in a sense. How is it that you see a black man with a taco stand, but you go past the black man to go to the Mexican man?
If you go to North Carolina, there's a lot of Mexicans in North Carolina now. Because this is what happens. When you think about birthright citizenship and them crossing the border illegally to dump these anchor babies, their population has grown in the South. North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama. You're starting to see a lot of Mexicans in that part of the country. 20 years ago, you never seen them like that. One thing about Mexicans, they will populate a city real fast because they have a whole lot of babies and they got a lot of people crossing the border dumping anchor babies for birthright citizenship, and then their population grows from there. Man, listen here.
That's bumping the price up on you. Again, he sets up across the street from him. As you said, they got the block on lock in the rest of the neighborhood, but he want to come over there. And so me and him agreed that, okay, we know that they do that. They just do. It's a story as old as time. And this brother told me, because we were talking about what they did in Los Angeles. Y'all heard that story, right? Los Angeles, where the Mexicans, threw some Molotov cocktails or whatever it is into the black apartment building, trying to run the black people out. He says, I was there. He says, I was there. He said, I could tell the whole story. I was there. He said, yeah, they've been doing that kind of stuff to us. But see, the rub is I say we, as Black Americans, Black folks in general, we silly in a sense. How is it that you see a Black man with a taco stand, but you go past the Black man to go to the Mexican man that's bumping the price up on you, and you all right with that? Like he said, we're going to start pressing some of these Black people around here. We're going to have to, hold their feet to the fire. You pass me up to go to this man, and now I'm the boogeyman. And like he said, he ain't hiring our kids. I'm hiring our children. I'm the one that's making sure they got something to do, because he says, I know what happens when our kids don't have no money in their pocket and they don't have anything to do.
Right. We already know. We know the ending result. We didn't seen it several times. It's a movie that you done already seen 50 times before. We already know what it do. We already know what the outcome gonna look like. We know what it's gonna look. We know how it's gonna look. Wake up, Black people. Stop allowing non-FBA people to put businesses in your communities. Because you can never put a business in their communities. The love is not reciprocated. Black people, we are the most hated, but the most we are the most hated, but the most imitated, but the love is never reciprocated. They'll put a business in your community, but they won't let you put a business in their community. Wake up and quit being dumb, people. Stop allowing non-FBA people to put businesses in your community. They make money. They send that money back to their community. They send that money back to their countries, their homeland. They come to your community, start businesses, extract resources, and then send the money back to their country, and then send the money to the communities that they're building right in the same city. But they're gonna use your community to extract resources and money. Wake up, people. Please do.
That leads to trouble. So he says, I'm an advocate of our children. I'm keeping them off the street. I'm telling you, this brother got a hell of a story, okay? I had no idea who I was calling. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? But he's got a hell of a story. And I said, oh, no, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to make sure that they don't get to ruin your reputation off of building you up to be the boogeyman and him being so innocent.
Listen, we need 3 more people to support the channel. We need 100 more likes. If we get 100 more likes, I'll drop the link. But right now we need 100 people, at least 100, if not more, but at least 100 to bless that damn like button. Do so right now. Let's get it. Some of the best content you're gonna get. No gossip, no celebrity gossip, content that actually matters. You're gonna get it from King Supreme. Although we can cover gossip sometimes as well. But right now we're talking about something that's way more important than any celebrity gossip.
Because he had no business being in there, right? He has no business being there, especially if he did not have permission, okay? Now, the other thing we got to talk about is, as I said, we can't do that to them, but they can do that to us, right? Imagine if the situation was turned around. Imagine if that was a Black man in a Mexican neighborhood and a Mexican came up to him and said, hey, you can't be here. Everybody would have been on the Mexican side. Oh, well, you're right. That's not your neighborhood. Why don't you go to your own neighborhood and blah, 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 blah. See, the Black man would have been the boogeyman in every situation. The Black man would have been the boogeyman. And I hate that I see our people run up and down in those comment sections trying to drag this brother because he's asking him, hey, and everybody in that comment section, they know they've dealt with that.
Gringo, while you got your panties on, let me show you this dude right here. I'm gonna make fun of you. While you got your panties on in my comment section, twerking and dancing, I'm gonna mail you some tampons. It's that time of the month for you. You got titties. You got a pink bra on with a pink thong, some pink high heels, and a wig, dancing in my comment section, begging for attention. Get your weak ass up out of here, sissy. You got a moist beta male trying to critique my damn content, sitting up in a comment section, twerking and dancing with a mini skirt on and a pink bra. Get your dumb ass out of here, fool.
You can't do to them what they do to us and get away with it. Now, this is the other part of the conversation. Y'all know we're in the partial shutdown. If y'all didn't know, I'm gonna tell you. We're in the, my shirt is getting a little big, I'm losing a little weight, so excuse me. I'm not trying to flash you. We're in a partial shutdown. Y'all know why we're in a partial shutdown? I have a partial shutdown because the Democrats will not come to the table with the Republicans because they want the Republicans to do an
This old sassy dude dancing and twerking, begging for attention, sitting up there with a pink bra and a pink thong, begging for a grown man's attention. You ought to be embarrassed, fool.
ICE reform. So that means when you go to TSA right now, depending on where you live, you might have to show up hours ahead of time because TSA people ain't coming to work because they're not getting a check, right? The Border Patrol, ICE, they're not getting a check, and they're not getting a check because the Democrats want ICE to be reformed. And I get it, it's not perfect, right? It has some issues, but they want it to be reformed, so they have shut down the government partially. Okay, so then when you see this kind of stuff, and the Democrats get who votes for the Democrats the most? It's Black voters. We vote for the Democrats the most, and we see who they ride for. They ride for, and listen, that man hardly couldn't speak no English. Now I don't know what his immigration status is. He could be here legally.
Man,
so I don't
if
want
he
to
don't speak English, he comes straight from Mexico. He ain't no damn citizen. How you gonna be a citizen of a country and you can't even speak English? There ought to be a law. How in the hell you begging for citizenship and you don't even speak English and you didn't cross the damn border illegally? You're damn right. You need to call ICE. Man, listen, let me tell you something, ICE. ICE ain't doing their job good enough. They ain't doing their damn job. I can pull up to anywhere in LA right now and run into 50 illegals selling tacos, and ICE ain't doing a damn thing about it. ICE ain't doing a job. They suck at their job. Now, if I was running ICE, there will be no illegals selling food on these corners. I would go to downtown LA. I hit up East LA, El Monte. I go to all the construction sites and round up all of these damn illegals and send them back home. There will be no illegals left in California if King Supreme was running ICE. If I was the head of ICE, there would be no illegals left. I'll send them all back to their homeland. Capiche? Adios. Time to get ghosts. Go back home.
those assumptions, but he ain't been here that long. Okay, he hasn't been here that long, and they ride out for people that look like him or maybe have his situation, right? It will shut the government down so they can reform ICE. But there's a black man right there saying, hey, we got to fight for the black that we do have because y'all want
there
that.
was brothers in the black manosphere in the passport community saying, man, Reg, you tripping, man. Listen, I'll send all the Mexican men back, but we're going to keep the women, though. We're going to send all the Mexican men back to Mexico, but we're going to keep the women. You tripping, King Supreme. We need to keep them Mexican women. We need to keep them Venezuelan women and send the men back home, but we're going to keep the women. Now, how do you guys feel about that? That's what these brothers were saying to me. Oh, no, Red, the women can stay, but we're going to send Hector and Jose back home. Maria, she can stay. You know what I mean? Yeah. The passport brothers told me, nah, Red, we gonna keep the women, man. We just gonna send the men back home. Get rid of the men and keep the women. I said, whoa, that's crazy. But hey, you're entitled to your own thoughts.
Right? And we also saw with the Asians. What do we see with the Asian community? They made the black man, the black woman, the boogeyman. And
I just was shaking my head. I said, all right, man. I said, if it was up to me, I'm gonna get rid of all of them. They said, no, just send Hector and Jose. We're gonna keep the women. You tripping, Red. We need to keep these Latinas for us. We need to pass a bill to get rid of the men. I said, y'all crazy.
I can't remember his name right now, but he, in a sense, hates Black Americans. He don't want us to have nothing. I'm still looking into him. He don't want us to have nothing. He don't want us to have reparation or nothing. And he even talked about, oh, well, you know, we got the hate crime bill because of what Blacks were doing to us. Okay. So they made Black folks the face of the boogeyman to the Asian community. And what did the Asian community get? The Asian community got a hate crime bill. And so now we're seeing the Democrats, they crashing out for illegal immigration to help people like him do more of what they're already doing to Black Americans, Black businesses, whatever it is, right? Because he's going to benefit from everything the Democrats are doing. He's going to be the sole beneficiary of all these laws and stuff that they're changing, but they don't change anything for Black folks. The fact that that Black man got to fight for that corner. He got to fight for the corner. And listen, I don't care if you in Nevada, California, Texas, wherever you are, the story is the same when it comes to Black Americans having to fight for the little bitty square that we got. We got to literally fight for ours. But again, we cannot go into their communities and sell them nothing. I don't care.
You can't go to East LA and sell them Mexicans nothing. You can't go to El Monte and sell them Mexicans nothing. Nothing. They ain't gonna buy it. They ain't gonna spend their money. You get nothing. But they can come to your community and make it. They can come to your communities and make a boatload of money. Huh?
It's better. It is better. They not gonna buy from us. They not gonna hire us. They just not. And I always say I'm not mad at that. You're supposed to practice group economics. You're supposed to hire your own, right? Because their own is going to take their money in there. But see, what they do is a lot of them, they set up in our communities and they sell all the foolishness, right? I saw Brother Phil did a story years ago where he walked into a liquor store, as an Arab liquor store, right? Because a lot of times they own the liquor stores and they put them where? In our community. Now, Arabs, most of them are Muslim.
Yeah, we're going to go back to this. I'm going to show you how the Latino-Mexican population has grown and how it has grown in Louisiana and Georgia. And we're going to go right back to that sister's content. Check this out. This is Georgia right here. No, Louisiana.
Hispanic Heritage Month by looking at how the demographics in Acadiana are changing. As our Victor Georges reports, as the population grows here, businesses are following.
Like a hidden gem on Ambassador Caffrey, La Esmeralda Supermarket, which means emerald, sells products from Central and South America.
We have products from Honduras, products from Mexico, and a little bit of Colombian products. We have a little bit of everything.
The manager of the shop, Cecia Celaya, is originally from Honduras. She says in the 8 years she's lived in Lafayette, she's seen a noticeable.
Now, this is Louisiana right here. This is a Latino grocery store in Louisiana. You know why? Because the Latino population in Louisiana is growing due to illegal immigration and open borders. And can't forget about them dumping anchor babies for what? Birthright citizenship. That's why the population in the Southeast region has grown. Too many illegals crossing the border. Open border policies, dumping anchor babies, overpopulating communities. This right here is Louisiana. We ain't talking about California. This is Louisiana. I'm going to shut up and let it play.
Heritage Month by looking at how the demographics in Acadiana are changing. As our Victor Georges reports, as the population grows here, businesses are following.
Like a hidden gem on Ambassador Caffrey, La Esmeralda Supermarket, which means emerald, sells products from Central and South America.
We have products from Honduras, products from Mexico, and a little bit of Colombian products. We have a little bit of everything.
The manager of the shop, Cecia Celaya, is originally from Honduras. She says in the 8 years she's lived in Lafayette, she's seen a noticeable increase in Hispanics living in the area. To get a better idea of how much that demographic has increased, we looked into the census data. For the past 2 decades, Louisiana has seen a steady increase in the number of Hispanics who call the state home. In 2000, there were about 110,000 Hispanics living in Louisiana. That's a little more than 2% of the population. 10 years later, more than 190,000 Hispanics lived in the state. That's slightly more than 4% of the population. The 2020 census shows that number is close to 250,000. and makes up more than 5% of people living in Louisiana. Here in Acadiana, the average percent of Latinos in our region is slightly more than 4%. Lafayette Parish has the most, with more than 11,000 people, and with a little over 1,000 people, Evangeline Parish has the least. Because of that increase in Latinos in our region, more businesses have turned into little pieces of home.
Within all of us, we carry a little bit of everything, so Hispanics can feel at home in their home countries. They see they have products from where they are from, so that's important, that they can find what they're looking for.
Celaya says between all the shops in the area, they cater to more than 20 countries that make up Hispanic culture. In Lafayette, Victor Georges.
No, that was
KTC.
Louisiana. Now, you see how their population has grown in Louisiana. Now, let's go to Georgia. Let me show you Georgia. I'm telling you, this nonsense is spreading to the southeast region of the country. It's spreading, all right. Check this out.
There are 21 Hispanic countries in total that contribute to United States traditions and customs throughout the year. Now, South Georgians are making sure those contributions are being recognized.
WALB News 10's Lena Allen shares how some people are fighting for equality in their community.
A lot of the pop culture shows us that Hispanics, you got the drug dealers and all of this, but they
See,
don't
this
show
is
you
Grady,
that.
Georgia, right here. This is Georgia, man. So many illegals have crossed the border to where they're beginning to overpopulate small towns all over the southeast, and this is crazy. This is what happens when you have open borders. Millions of illegals will come over if you have open borders. And what are they going to do? They're going to dump anchor babies for what? Birthright citizenship.
And all of this, but they don't show you that. Like, there's also the beautiful colors that they make by hand. There's also like
being recognized.
WALB News 10's Lena Allen shares how some people are fighting for equality in their community.
a lot of the pop culture shows us that Hispanics, you got the drug dealers and all of this, but they don't show you that, like, there's also the beautiful colors that they make by hand. There's also like all these cultural things, these teachings, these just basic manners that you pass down to your kids and stuff like that. And I'd like people to, understand that.
That's something many people are making sure to spread during Hispanic Heritage Month. Cairo Police Chief Giovanni Santos says he's seen the Hispanic community grow despite facing hardships like language barriers and harsh living conditions.
There's always that fear of what we don't understand, and our celebrations here are mostly, where we share a lot of food. And it's a great thing to have. That way, our children and the ones that come up after me can see that it can be done, and that, your contributions are appreciated.
With the help of local organizations like the Mission Vision Foundation, founder Sylvia Alba says she can continue giving a voice to her people.
It's a fight. It really is a fight. It's a good fight. And the way to continue doing is keep showing up. Keep showing up is the main important thing.
Now, to end Hispanic Heritage Month with a bang, Sylvia tells me she's hosting her 4th annual Unity in the Community outreach event on October 14th at the Jackie Robinson Boys and Girls Club. You can head over to WALB.com where I'll have more information. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown.
No, this
resource.
is Georgia right here. Let's go to Tennessee. This right here is going on in Tennessee. I'm going to show you what's going on in Tennessee. Hold on.
Hispanic Heritage Month is in full swing, and during this time to celebrate and lift up that community, LPD is stepping up its efforts and outreach to better serve that group.
Yeah, so we wanted to get a sense of how that work is going and what exactly is being done to build that trust. 1011's John Grinvald is diving into this for us tonight. He joins us now in the newsroom with this exclusive. John.
Cole, Madison, it's not a fraught relationship, but it's one many people here in the community say they want to see improve. LPD is reaching out to the more than 20,000 Latinos living in Lincoln with a first-of-its-kind event in the beginning of October that will feature LPD leaders and Latino organizations in town. Oftentimes, we see police officers on dark.
Let's go. No, I'm finna go to this one. This is Memphis. I'm finna show you what's going on in Memphis, how they're the fastest growing population in Memphis due to illegal immigration and open borders. Check this out.
This morning, a cultural celebration.
Now, Mexicans, so you guys are just hating. No, the hell we not. Mexicans don't listen. Come to California. Mexicans don't even like black people living in their communities. So they got some damn nerve to call anybody racist. Listen, this is happening because of the open border policies. They come over here illegally. They have babies in this country and their children get citizenship. They're taking full advantage of the 14th Amendment, and the 14th Amendment was not created for illegal border hoppers. So if they're not citizens, how in the hell could their children be citizens? It doesn't make sense. See, black Americans, we didn't come over here illegally to have babies for birthright citizenship. We didn't do that. But these people south of the border, they come over here by the millions illegally, have babies, and their children get citizenship. That is rewarding somebody for breaking the law. That's exactly what you're doing. So what you're telling them is they can come over here illegally, break the law, but if they have a baby in our country, their children gain citizenship. You're rewarding these people for breaking the damn law. So of course you're going to have millions coming over here. There's a reward for breaking the law. Well, if you have your baby in America, that child is a citizen, even if you came illegally. Now, I'm going to show you guys what's going on in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to shut up. Make sure you guys bless the like button.
This morning, a cultural celebration. Hispanic Heritage Month is officially underway.
According to the U.S. Census data, the Hispanic community is the fastest growing community right here in Memphis. Stephen Reels gives us a glimpse at why more Hispanic people want to call the Bluff City home.
All my work is handmade.
Since 2011, Karina Ramirez has called Memphis home.
When I arrive, it's very cool to see the bridge at the Memphis. Say, wow, it's very beautiful.
Filled with beautiful opportunities. Today, Ramirez makes a living by showing her art across the Bluff City, and now joins the fastest growing community in the Mid-South, with more than 56,000 Latinos in Memphis and 2,400 businesses.
People make you feel welcome. And there's a lot of opportunities to grow.
Monica Sanchez is one of the minds behind Casa Teatro here in Memphis, the only bilingual theater here in Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi.
Our community wants to hear theater in their own language. When we do things, we try to make everybody comfortable.
It, along with Latino Memphis, have become places many people in the Hispanic community continually turn to get pointed in the right direction to set up their new life.
General information, lawyers, how to enroll their kids in school, things like that.
But not without a little bit of fun during Hispanic Heritage Month, as Latin Fest 901 shows off the traditions that bonds entire cultures.
And we do a festival.
Now, this is Memphis right here. Now, you know Mexicans and Latinos don't have a history of being in Memphis. They don't. They are newcomers, but look how fast their population is growing. They come over here and they dump anchor babies for birthright citizenship. Now their children are citizens. That's what happens when you reward people for breaking the damn law.
The music. What a better way to get closer and know each other.
In Memphis, I'm Stephen
Now I'm going to
Reels.
read my man's comment. He says, super chat. It's happening in Birmingham. Historic black schools are now mixed. Blacks in the South are ignorant to this problem and are way too accepting. I don't see why they ain't learned from California. If you guys ain't learned from California, then you ain't paying attention. You're sleeping. You're sleeping with your eyes wide open. That's what you're doing. Now, let's go to Alabama. I'm going to show you guys what's going on in Alabama. Let's get to it. Now, I showed you Louisiana, Tennessee, Georgia. Now I'm going to show you what's going on in Alabama with the Latinos and how they, listen, check it. This right here is Alabama. I told you guys in the beginning of the podcast, they are spreading this nonsense to the southeast region of the country. I've been telling y'all, I said, this is no longer a California problem. They are spreading this nonsense all across the country. Black folks have voted for open border policies. You voted for Democrats. And when you vote for Democrats, this is exactly what they do. This is Alabama. Check it out.
The Hispanic community in Alabama has been growing steadily and quickly over the last decade, and the music and food are enjoyed and celebrated regularly right here in the heart of the city.
In the recent population boom in North Alabama, the Hispanic culture continues as both an education and a festive relationship within Madison County. News 19's Archie Snowden shows us why the Hispanic culture in Huntsville is truly festive.
In the heart of Huntsville is Peruvian recording artist, Spanish rock musician Tomas Gurrillo, the one-man band. Thomas understands the importance of sharing his gifts and introducing his culture with the rest of the world.
I got really into punk rock and all that stuff, but once I started feeling my heritage take over, I started wanting to write more Spanish stuff. Because I'm an artist. My grandfather was a poet down in Peru back in his day, and I took one of his poems and I made it into a song. It's called Una Rosa en el Camino.
Tomas and Peruvian culture is what makes the city of Huntsville so unique.
With the guy Pinto.
Nicaragua cuisine is a perfect example of that as well.
I am Arelis Farley. I am from Nicaragua, Central America, and I am a co-owner of Nica's Grill and Cafe. Nica's Grill and Cafe is a food truck that we started here in Huntsville, Alabama, with the idea of bringing the American and Nicaraguan dish fusion 2-in-1.
Man, look at them black folks getting that food. Them black folks out there buying that food, huh? Look, I told you, this is Alabama. Black folks be buying that food now. I'm telling you, one thing about black folks, we're not racist towards people. I think we're a little too friendly. But yeah, bless the like button, family.
Started here in Huntsville, Alabama, with the idea of bringing the American and Nicaraguan dish fusion 2-in-1. We thought to ourselves, how cool would it be to bring our mixed cultures together into one, something that I have not seen, we had not seen here in Huntsville, Alabama. We feel that the Hispanic heritage should not just be focused on just 1 month. We have 12 months out of the year, and we asked to maybe extend a little longer so we all have the opportunity to represent our countries.
Today, the Hispanic population is the third largest racial and ethnic group in Alabama. Both Thomas Grillo and the folks at Nica's Grill and Cafe are proud Latinos who wants everybody to understand what it means to be Hispanic in this growing city. In Huntsville, Archie Snowden, News 19.
See, I've been warning y'all, man, but y'all don't listen to me. Y'all think I don't know what I'm talking about, like I'm just talking to be talking. Oh man, Red just talking to be talking, man. He tripping. Nah, Red ain't tripping at all. I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this too long to not know what I'm talking about, buddy. I told you, listen, I told you guys this nonsense will spread across the country. It's been spreading all across the country. You know what people told me 10 years ago? Oh, man, that's just a California problem. It ain't going to happen in the South. They're already in the South. If you go to Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee, you're going to see Mexican, Latino restaurants. You're going to go to certain areas. It's going to look like, whoa, where did these people come from? It's like they came overnight. They don't have a history of being here, but guess what? Open borders is what caused this problem. Illegal immigrants coming illegally, having babies for birthright citizenship has caused this problem. Open borders, anchor babies, coming here illegally, then being rewarded for breaking the damn law. Crazy. Pure insanity. Shout out, man. If you guys want to hit the link, man, the time to hit the link is now. I got some more content. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to this. I'm going to bring some people up, though, man. Yo, what up, though? What up, though? You already know. What up, though?
Use the A because, you know, they want to be down by law, but they still racist, calling him all kind of monkeys and this, that, and the other. I'm like, wait a minute now. How y'all complaining about him being racist and you using racist rhetoric? What are we doing? You know what I mean? First of all, black folks cannot be racist because we do not have the ability to be racist. All right, I'm letting you guys know. There will be no profanity. If you use profanity, I'm going to have to drop you down. Keep it respectful. Don't use the profanity. And it's all gravy, baby. I'm going to bring you up to speak.
Give me 3 more minutes. Listen, man, I see you guys backstage. I see everybody backstage.
To kind of take you to be in control. Black people in America are not in control, right? And I would venture to say that the Latinos not in control either, although they think that they are, right? They think they are in control of us, but the word on the curb is, and you heard from me, y'all not in control of us. But I want to show y'all a comment that I saw. I was like, oh, word. This is what it said. Aguilar Juan wants people to know you are one stupid ass N-word. My people just trying to make a living, and you out here spreading hate. F you. What you represent. I'm reading it as he wrote it, okay? I always stand with my black folks. Y'all N-words here in LA and Vegas are some B's and racist MFers. Come out here to Chicago and my black folks and the Mexicans will put you in your spot.
You see this Mexican talking greasy? He talking greasy. Now, how are black people stupid for gatekeeping their communities? You know damn well Mexicans don't let you sell barbecue in Mexican communities in front of Mexican churches. What's wrong with this fool? One, Aguilar one. So it's stupid for us to gatekeep our communities. You know damn well they ain't gonna let black folks sell no soul food in no Mexican community. But he want to be able to sell tacos in front of a black church and a black community. Make it make sense. These people think we're dumb.
Vegas are some living and you out here spreading hate. F you. What you represent. I'm reading it as he wrote it, okay? I always stand with my black folks. Y'all N-words here in LA and Vegas are some B's and racist MFers. Come out here to Chicago and my black folks and the Mexicans will put you in your spot. What? Like he said a lot there, but you got some black folks? Juan, you got black folks? Who are your black folks? You sound a little bit like Trump.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him.
What black folks you got? You act like you got a plantation or something. So you and your black folks gonna get together on another black man who is basically saying, hey, we don't like that.
So
y'all
he
trying to
gonna
run
get
our
some
block.
more black people to go against a black man who's just trying to gatekeep his community, telling this illegal immigrant that he can't sell tacos in front of a black church. So you really think you're gonna get some black people to go against a black man who was standing up and doing the right thing? Man, you crazy.
Well, black people in Chicago, you know, gonna do that. I don't know if you following Chicago Flips Red, but they not gonna be with you, homie. If you ain't already seen, a lot of black folks in Chicago is like, yeah, we're gonna flip this mug red because we tired of what the Democrats have done with the immigration and all that, bringing all these immigrants in here and they running the block, taking over, getting all these things that we've been told we can't have. So I don't know what black folks you rolling with out there that's gonna gang up on the brother who is basically saying, yeah, y'all need to stop trying to, you know, gentrify our stuff. We already got white folks doing the Asian, everybody now the Latinos trying to do it. Talking about we just trying to work. Well, what you think we trying to do, right? Why you think that we should care more about your situation than our own? I'm just asking. Do you think you're more important than black Americans? You not. I'm not saying you less important, but you not more important. But y'all think that. See, y'all want us to say, oh, okay, you just trying to earn a living. Well, go ahead. Go ahead while we sit up here and just do nothing. Nah, we got to eat too, boo-boo. And yes, is there more blocks in America to go around? Yes. But as the brother said, this is our block.
I'm going to bring some people up right now. I see you guys backstage, man. Let me see who we got, man. Yeah, man, just watch the profanity. There will be no profanity, and we're going to keep it clean. You know what I mean? This channel is monetized, by the way. So show some love and respect. I'll bring you up to speak. Dre, man, what's going on, Dre? Are you there?
Oh, this is you warned us about. You've been talking this for like 4-5 years, but a lot of our people is politically ignorant, man. They are politically just ignorant, just politically stupid. I don't care about your 4.0.
He dropped down. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you. You got it, Dre.
I don't. If you're not politically intelligent, you're not intelligent at all. Because if you was politically intelligent, you wouldn't vote against your best interests. So I don't even blame them. We did that to ourselves by keep voting against our best interests. Keep voting for these Democrats, these liberal, and these Democratic policies. And then what they do is they brainwash people to hate Donald Trump. You don't got to like Donald Trump, but I agree with them on this. Because as their numbers get big, they're gonna become a problem.
Yeah.
This ain't a California thing, because I always pay attention to California, because California is the catalyst. Whatever happens in California is gonna happen all across the country. I
Yep.
always pay attention to that. So this is all across the country. You showing us, but a lot of our people, they still stuck on stupidness. They didn't push you out your own age. You did that to yourself. You was gang banging, you was selling dope, you was unaliving each other, you
Yep.
didn't build no industries, you didn't buy up no property or nothing. So no, they didn't push you out. You pushed your own self out, but with your political economic dysfunction. And
Yeah.
this is exactly what they did. We did this to ourselves, so we got to hold ourselves accountable. We can't stop what they doing, but we can gatekeep our neighborhoods. They can come in your neighbor, they can come in our neighborhood, set up liquor stores and all this and set up shop. But I bet you can't even go in their neighborhoods. They don't even want you in their neighborhood. They gonna run you up out there. But when we try to set up shop in each other neighborhood, we want to do all this type of stupidness and pettiness, man. But like I said, man, a lot of our people just stuck on stupidness, man. They don't even see the bigger picture, man. They ain't gonna realize until one day it's gonna be over, and it's already over. If you know, I'm here in Virginia. They just voted this old liberal woman into office, and they had some guy up there in Northern Virginia. He had like 30 convictions, but the governor signed executive orders, but she don't want to cooperate with ICE, nor the sheriff from Fairfax County didn't want to release him. And I said, that is crazy. That is insane. This is what we voted for. We need our people, man, just need some political classes, man. We need political education because a lot of us we don't have it all come to politics. We've been voting Democrat for what 60 years. Lyndon B. Johnson said it. I'm gonna have them ninjas voting. I'm gonna have them ninjas voting Democrat for 200 years. We almost there. He ain't even lying about that joke right there.
Yeah,
He
that was
ain't
true.
lying about that. And then they got these old bourgeois leaders. They brainwash you to hate Donald Trump. And I'm not telling you to agree with everything he said. A lot of them got a personal problem with Donald Trump. So
Yeah.
anything he do, even if to save the country, they gonna disregard him and discredit him simply fact because they in their feelings. You got to treat politics like business. You leave your feelings out of it. You cannot do that. That is disaster. When we gonna wake up as often, man? And I'm gonna go ahead and pass it right there, though, bro.
Hey man, I appreciate you, Dre. I like how you said that, man. You got to treat politics like business. Leave your feelings out of it. I like how you broke that down. You ain't got to
So
like Donald Trump, but his policies was better for the country. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that Donald Trump that he does, but I was smart enough to realize that illegal immigration is going to be a major problem. So I'm going to vote for the person that's going to get rid of these damn illegals and all these open border policies. So I was with that. Black people, you ain't got to like Donald Trump to understand that he was better fit for the job than Kamala Harris. Take your feelings out of it. Understand what's going on. You know, let me bring up WSSG, and then I'm gonna bring up Pretty Boy. WSSG, you got it, brother.
Yo, what up? What up? Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. You got it, bro.
Hey man, what's going on with y'all? How y'all doing, chat? How y'all doing?
all right.
Everybody up on the panel.
Pretty
I
good,
hope y'all
brother.
good on this Sunday, man. I'm glad LA got a little cooler. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But anyways, man, speaking on this subject, bro. Nah, bro. Anybody that done come up in Cali, you know this. You've seen this. This is your life. You've never been or you never gone. Matter of fact, I'll say this: from anyone who's an OG to an unk to younger or whatever, you've seen the transition. You've seen down the street or the full street when it was all black businesses on Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Over the years, maybe 1, 3, 4, a couple Latino spots open.
Yeah.
Some years past that, maybe 10, maybe 15 now. And then you just seen a whole transformation of a community become diverse dang near overnight.
Yeah.
And what we didn't realize as being so open and loving of people is we were allowing the ops to come right through the front door the whole time.
The whole
But
time.
see, that's our curse. We're just good people. We're just real nice people. We're welcoming, we're loving, we're warming. We've never not rejected somebody at the door. That's our issue. There are too many people in the house. Way too many people in the house. You know, I'll say this. I'll as well say this, and then I'm gonna pass the mic because I'm gonna wait my turn to come speak again. But I saw somebody in the comment section. I think his name was Crimson or something like that. He made a real good point. We ain't even really supposed to be voting in they stuff anyway. It's a sin in the Bible to take part. Take part. You know what I mean? And all this voting stuff. But I mean, I get it. I get what y'all say by do vote. But keep in mind, all this voting ain't got the best interest for us. But what we're just trying to do is look out for our people, just like the dude on the Facebook post in there. I think that was Facebook or what she was pulling up in her video. Just like what he said, we're looking out for our people, true, but your people have been looked out way more, man. Y'all can mess up 100 times, still be good. So it's
Yeah.
like, we walk a tight rope. We walk a tighter rope than a damn tooth floss string. So we don't have room for error. We don't have margin for mistakes. We really just got to roll the ball as straight as we can. We can't make mistakes like they can. So a lot of times people in the comment section will say, oh, well, step it up or step it up. Don't you think we tried? Don't you think we done did that? Don't you think we've given every avenue of what we could possibly do a shot? And you're telling us something so obvious to do already. Well, we've been doing it. It's just here's the thing. One, we're led astray. Two, we reach a dead end. Three, we are not given any kind of powers that be. We're not given any kind of powers that be will allow us to be able to cross that bridge to say, or to give us the privilege to be able to sell fruit on the side of the road and not get, harassed for no kind of city violation, selling nothing. We're not be able to cross that bridge that'll allow us to be able to get to that point where we can open a business that doesn't have a liquor license but still sell liquor. We haven't gotten there. We ain't gotten to that point. There's a lot of things that, we don't have in our community. We don't have in our circle like that other communities do. And I yield.
Hey man, I appreciate you, brother. Hey man, that was dope right there. Hey, shout out to SR Serum. He said, I said it before and I'll say it again. We are not Trump supporters, we are policy supporters. There's a difference. Shout out to SR Serum for dropping that knowledge in the comments. I appreciate you, brother. Pretty boy, man. I'm gonna bring up Pretty Boy. Where you at, my brother?
What's up, fam? How you doing
Chilling.
on this Sunday?
Chilling. How about you,
Yeah.
bro?
Just trying to relax a little bit, trying to stay out of this Cali heat, but it's starting to cool down now, like my
Yeah.
brother said. But man, it's been hot. But it's so hot that the tacos is on fleek, right? They coming out here like, look at they spreading across the nation. And like you said, bro, we've been telling these people over and over and over again, bro, that it's coming, that it's a mass wave, and now see these are the effects. You know what I'm saying? That like my brother said, the policies, let these liberal policies take effect. People go to these polls and they vote for these liberals and these people that's pro immigration and pro all this other fugazi fruity stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, they think that these people are playing. You got men in little kids' bath and little girls' bathrooms, you know what I'm saying, dressed up like a woman and knowing damn well he look like a man, you know what I'm saying, up in your bathrooms, and you got the Vatos Locos taking over your neighborhoods, able to sell their foods outside of trying to sell their foods outside of your businesses, outside of your churches, and coming up off of you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to stop. One thing is that people, I'm telling you right now, as long as you keep supporting these people, keep going into their businesses, keep buying their food and stuff, what they're doing it's a simple play, and we've seen it over the years. What they're doing is they're taking that money that they're getting from you. Now, keep in mind, these people do not like you. They're taking their money that they're getting from you. They're putting their kids through college and university, and next thing you know, their kids are becoming lawyers, and a lot of those lawyers, what do they end up doing? They end up being politicians, and they end up creating policies that oppress you. So basically, you go ahead and you keep going to these taco trucks and keep buying their stuff and keep spending money with these people. They're either taking that money and putting it behind their kids to become politicians to oppress you, or they're taking that money and they're sending it over to their countries to build up their nations. Okay, so you think it's not going down that way? Then obviously you're just blind and not paying attention to the facts of what's actually happening. They're here to take over, and that's what they're doing. And they're like through Memphis, Alabama. All these people say, "Oh, they just go down to California. That's only happening in California." It's all like, now look at right there. You seen all the people lined up in front of that truck, Red? Seen all the
Yeah.
people lined up. Our people lined up in front of that truck, and those people are making millions off of you. And yet you go in there, oh yeah, can I get a job up in here? Y'all selling black food? Nah, man. It's like, nah, you know, speaky Spanish. You know, speaky Spanish. You can hire you. You know, speaky Spanish. You know what I'm saying? And they economically oppress you. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they owning the house that your grandmama used to have, and your uncle used to have. They owning that house. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. It's like you guys keep on supporting these people over and over again. And the thing is, these people are basically unaliving us at the highest rate. You heard what happened in Inglewood? They haven't released those one times to say who did it though, huh, Red?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
They haven't released the one time the who those one times were, but I could promise you, I could guarantee what they were, because they're the second highest ethnicity that unalives us, and yet you guys want to support these people. You know what I'm saying? And you passport perverts, bro. You know what I'm saying? You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, going to those third world nations, bro, and you're putting money in these people's pockets, bro. Don't you understand that tourism is what runs these countries and runs these nations right now? American tourism, American dollars is where they're getting them a lot of the money from, and they're building their countries, and then they're sending their people over here to oppress you. I don't see what people don't get, bro. It's simple mathematics. I guess because we got 40 years in this game with these people, 40 to 60 plus years, depending on your age with these people. It's been happening to us so often here in the state that's the biggest money making state in this country. You know what I'm saying? To see this, we know what it is. And so, like, I'm telling you, people, man, if you're down for your people and you're down for being black, and you know what it means to be black, and you know what it's about to be a black person, you let these people take over, bro. They will wipe you off the plate, out the face of this out of this country. They're gonna clean it up, get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of you, oppress you, and you're gonna be broke as a joke with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll be the freaking entertainment. That's what you think that's all we have to offer. You'll be their freaking monkeys, like they claim that you are. Is that what you think that you are? Is that what you think that you want to be? Their entertainment? You know what I'm saying? You want to be their entertainment, because that's what they're gonna make you, their entertainment. So
Yeah.
man, bro, it's sad. I land though, Red. It's like, man, every time you bring up these topics, I get triggered, because it's personal with us out here in
Yeah.
California. It was like we've
Yeah.
dealt with this for years, so I get majorly triggered. You know what I'm saying? I got many. We all got a story. You know what I'm saying? Many confrontations, violent confrontations with these people. It's like, so you guys you guys don't see what's coming. Well, I'm telling you, you guys have the opportunity to stop it in its tracks as it comes. You know what I'm saying? You guys have the opportunity. Just stop spending your money with them. That's where it starts. And I land, Red. Thanks for
Hey,
letting me come
man.
up, bro.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you, pretty boy. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys go another round, because we're gonna go to like maybe like the 2 hour and 5 minute mark. So I'm gonna let you guys speak your piece, be brief, and land your plane. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna start off with Dre, man. Dre, man, you got it.
Yeah, I like that. He said, I said this before, and I'll say it again. We are not Trump supporters. We policy supporters. I like that, because you don't have to like a person to You don't have to like a person to vote for them. Just like people do business with people every day, but you know that's business. It's nothing personal. But then again, like the man said out there, y'all been dealing with this for a long time, so y'all pretty much dealt with this more than we did. Y'all done went to war with these people
Yeah.
politically, economically, the prisons, the streets, in the South, the East Coast, and Midwest. We're not new to that because they don't have the numbers. Like you said, they've been here, but they didn't have the numbers. But now they got the numbers, and once they get the numbers, they're gonna turn up, and they're gonna get real aggressive, and you gonna start hearing about these hate crimes, and they gonna write N-words all over the wall and bring all these type of gangs here, and that's what the outcome is be. But we did it to ourselves, and here we still got a chance to stop it. But a lot of our people, man, they still stuck, they still politically stupid. And I'm gonna go ahead
Yep.
and land it right there.
All right. Shout out to you, Dre, man. Pull up anytime, man. I appreciate your
sure.
feedback, brother. Yeah, man. Shout out to Dre for pulling up, man. You know, that brother's in the South, so I've been spreading this knowledge and information to them, man. Once they get their numbers up, you're gonna compete with them for jobs. You're gonna compete with them, you know, politically, you know, in the streets. They're gonna be your main competition. Trust and believe. They want the same treat. They want what you have. And if anybody thinks I'm lying, you're welcome to challenge me on anything that I said, because I'm telling the truth. I'm from Los Angeles. I know what I'm talking about. We've been dealing with this nonsense for decades in Los Angeles. I'm giving you firsthand information, not no he say, she say. Now, let me bring up WSSG. I'm gonna let you go ahead, my brother.
Amen, amen. Yeah, I'm a land with, just saying, bro, us folks, man, we gotta stick together, bro. That's it. Piggybacking off of what the brother said before, the South, they got an edge on knowing what it looks like to go through what Californians have been going through their whole life. They've only got a little smidgen, tiny. They ain't even touched the air particles around the iceberg of the Titanic. They ain't even it ain't even hit them like they realize yet. But if they don't lock in and do what need to be done ahead of time, it'll be too late for them as well. And I'm only speaking to my people in the South because they thought it wasn't real. They thought it wasn't, I got plenty of family in Tennessee and they didn't think it was real out here. They didn't think it was a big deal. No, it's wild. It's crazy. It's like that out here. And now that they can see a little bit, my worry is that they still won't catch on until it's too late, or until it begins to develop a little bit bigger than what they anticipated. Because there's a place in Atlanta called Little Mexico, and I don't know why they call it that. But if they only knew, or if they only ventured to the West Coast enough and understood, you call it Mexico, it's like calling it Little Clansville.
They
don't like you.
Gwinnett County in Atlanta is Little Mexico. All up in like Gwinnett County, you got a gang of Mexicans in Gwinnett County. Then you got, I believe, Buford Highway over there too. There's areas where there is little. They call it Little Mexico. I was just out there last year. I seen it. So I'm thinking like, you fools really don't know. You ain't learned from California. So you gang banging out here. You got Bloods and Crips. So if you got Bloods and Crips from California, you haven't learned from all the other stuff that's been going on. You ain't learned how illegal immigration has destroyed black communities in Los Angeles, and how the Latinos will eventually overthrow you once they get them numbers up. Black people, what is it going to take for y'all to learn, man? California is a prime example of what's going to happen all across the country if you guys don't wake up.
That's right. That's right. And I'm gonna finish saying, man, no matter how many Jordans they want to wear, no matter how many that's a lot of cough syrup they want to wear, no matter how many whatever brand we wear that they wear, because I'm telling you, you could look like me, you could dress like me, you could try and talk like me, you could try and dance and act and steal the lingo like me, but you'll never be me. And I land.
Appreciate you, WSSG. Pull up anytime, my brother. You know you're welcome over here. You most definitely you're welcome over here. I'm gonna let matter of fact, let me shout out the Cash Apps real quick. Shout out to my girl Della for blessing us with a 10 on the Cash App. Shout out to Marcus for the 10. Appreciate you. Shout out to Lance for blessing us with a 20. Shout out to Tina for blessing us with a 20 as well. I appreciate everybody who loves the content. Bless the like button. It ain't nothing. Support the show. And oh, yes, subscribe to the channel. Pretty boy, I'm gonna let you land, my brody.
Thanks, man. You know, at the end of the day, it's like how much do you at the end of the day, it's how much do we care about our people? You know what I'm saying? As a whole, we care about our existence in this nation. I'm looking through the chat and I'm seeing some of these people say, "Oh man, you know, the Mexican, I do business with the Mexican, and I get what I want, and then he gets what he wants. So it's like it's all to the good." You know what I'm saying? And you keep with that mentality, and you keep doing that type, and keep doing business with them. I'm telling you, it's like your people are gonna suffer in the long run. Your children. Because right now, see, the thing is, like, a lot of people, we that's where our people suffer at. You know what I'm saying? It's because we don't think about the long-term effects. You know what I'm saying? We're not thinking about our children and our children's children. You know what I'm saying? That's where this Edomite has the advantage. It's like a lot of times because they think about sacrificing for the next generation. You know what I'm saying? They're thinking about building a legacy for the next generation. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking about the here and now. You know what I'm saying? It's like and we think about the here and now. It's all good. We get that, but it's like we got to think about the long game. You know what I'm saying? Our existence as a people in this country, our legacy as a people in this country. If you don't care nothing about that, then okay, do you? You know what I'm saying? Do you? You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to hear jack nothing when they're talking about eminent domain of a place that you used to live at and they decide to move in some Vatos Locos, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about because you was warned. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about nothing when you take your passport pervert self over to Cartagena and get got and get drugged up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about that because you had the opportunity to save yourself and be and be on the front line with your people. You know what I mean? And it's like and it's very disappointing because it's like our ancestors and stuff, they didn't fight this hard to like solidify a place in this country for us. You know what I'm saying? For us to just give it away. You know what I'm saying? To just give it away. It's like when I hear people talk about the black and brown unity and stuff like that that happened in the 60s and how like the Panthers, you know what I'm saying, were like they supported groups like the Brown Berets and stuff like that. Yeah, because there was no numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you think right now the Panther Party would be okay? The real Panther Party would be okay with these people firebombing our homes? You think they'd be okay with that? Unaliving our youth in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Not even on no gangbang stuff, Red. They ain't even doing it on no gangbang stuff. They doing it just out of spite, just because we don't want black people to live over here. Do you think
Yeah.
the Panther Party was for that? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think people that, you know what I'm saying, they be for that? You know what I mean? It's like the reason why you got these free lunch programs in your schools is because of our people. The reason why you're actually able to even come over here and work and have some type of to be able to get the money is because of the 14th Amendment. You know what I mean? It's like you think that our people, our ancestors would be happy about that right now. The stuff that's going on from these other ethnicities coming in and trying to oppress us. And I've seen some dumb comment people. They're just proving their ignorance every time. Black people oppress black people, bro. Stop it, bro. It's like no, we don't. Not to that level. You can go into any black business anywhere in the country and you're gonna find black people working there. But our problem is like you could go to any black business working in the country and you'll find some other working there. You know what I'm saying? As well, you could go to any one of these record companies, any one of these entertainment companies that's owned by us, and you'll find some other ethnicity working there. But then you'll go into their business, into their companies, and you'll only see them working there, and probably a little sprinkles of white tea. You know what I'm saying? Right now, this is economic oppression, bro, to the maximum. You know what I'm saying? This is a form of white supremacy, bro. And you've already spoken about this. You've spoken about the LULAC organizations and things like that, Red. You know what I'm saying? How these people have made blatant statements throughout history telling you they don't want to align with you, that they don't like you, that they're prejudiced against you. They told you this. They made public statements, and you people still don't get it, bruh. I was like, we got an opportunity to take a stand right now because we are in an awakening. You know what I'm saying? Our people are in awakening. We're stepping away. We're not going around helping and protesting for other groups, right? And like we used to. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. It needs to keep on pushing forward because right now, right here in California, bro, I'm in the Bay now. You know what I'm saying? These people, bro, the majority of these people that's protested against ICE, guess who they are? At Red. It's like, bro, guess
What's
who they
good?
are, bro? They are white middle-aged women. It's like you could look in these protests and you'll see this. You'll see this. You know what I'm saying? But you know why it's them? Because guess what? They want them to stay here. They want them to be their nannies. They want them to be their gardeners, you know what I'm saying, and work them for $7 a day, $7 an hour, you know what I'm saying? So they could be their groundskeepers and be their maids and stuff like that. So they need for them to stay here. It's like, but people don't even understand that at the long term of that is those same people, they're having babies, they're taking that money and they're gonna spend it on basically oppressing you. And I land Red. Thank you for letting me come up, man. It's like, all this trouble, like my brother said, bro. We don't vote for people. We vote for policies. We think about policies, and this policy of them getting these people up out the nation is only going to benefit you in the long term. You know what I'm saying? You could dislike Trump all you want. You know what I'm saying? You could blame him for everything. Oh, well, they're bombing Iran. Like, bro, and that just shows there's so many idiots in this nation that don't pay attention to history and don't pay attention to recent history. We've always been on Iran's neck. How do you think a lot of this stuff happened in the 80s? I want you to go back and read about the freaking crack era when Iran was all involved, when we were involved with Iran with all of that. But people they have short-term memories. You know what I'm saying? But our land, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to read some freaking books.
Well, we're gonna
Peace
read
out,
that, man.
Red.
All right, shout out to Pretty Boy, man. Shout out to Pretty Boy. Yeah, man. Check that out, man. Shout out to Pretty Boy. Shout out to Steffi for the 25, man. Shout out to Steffi Weffy 83. I appreciate you, sweetie. Steffi blessed us with a 25. She's always supporting the show. She's one of my mods, one of my moderators. Shout out to Steffi. I appreciate all of my people, all of my contributors and supporters for today's show. Hey, man, listen. We're gonna get this together. And we're gonna continue to smash. We're gonna continue to get cash. Peace, love, and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. But I had to give you guys a banger. Let me say this real quick. I had to give you guys a banger, man. It's Sunday, so I had to come with some heat, man. Something that you can watch on a replay. Share this podcast with your people. Spread the knowledge, spread the information, subscribe to the channel. One of the dopest live streams that you're going to get all day. You got people doing celebrity gossip. That's cool from time to time because sometimes you want to give some entertainment and get away from politics. But at the same time, you got to talk about stuff like this because it's very important. What's happening in California is now spreading across the country. I gave you guys several examples. Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana. We're talking about the southeast region of the country. Illegal immigrants are migrating there. They're multiplying in large numbers. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up and smell what's going on before it's too late. King Supreme tried to warn you. King Supreme told you. But only a few people want to listen. Man, please pay attention. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate you all. And we're gonna get up out of here. Yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here. I think we done enough for today. Shout out to Project Leroy, everybody that's up in the building. Jocelyn Street. Shout out to, you got Jocelyn Street, all the beautiful ladies in the building. All the brothers. Shout out to the House and Nicole in the building. Oh, okay. I got you, Cat 6 Cable Guy. After this live stream, I will check my Gmail. And yes, most definitely, my brother. I appreciate it. Go Gadget. What's popping the Go Gadget? Shout out to my people. Blade Monger. Shout out to the Blade Monger for being in the building. My brother, you already know what to do, Brody. You heard me? We getting down and dirty like UGK Homes. Southeast is the motherland of FBA. The Crenshaw District in South LA was the motherland was the motherland for blacks in Los Angeles. Now you got all these illegals moving to Crenshaw, moving to Leimert Park, selling tacos, and it's crazy. Shout out to the House and the Cold Shed. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Study to inherit wisdom. Love you, family. It is not a game. Shout out to the House and the Cold. True Warrior Scholar. Tell them why even bother. Shout out to the Warrior Scholar. Monique Robinson. Shout out to Monique Robinson. What's poppin', Monique Robinson? I appreciate you for always sliding through, showing love and support. Shout out to Monique. The Goblin Life said, excellent show, Red. I appreciate it. Shout out to my man, Detroit 313. Detroit 313 has been in the building rocking with me. You rocking with me? I'm rocking with you. You already know what to do. I'm just giving everybody a shout out, letting you guys know that I appreciate you all. That's all I'm doing. Right now, we are in survival mode. Shout out to Jocelyn Street. Peace to everybody. I want our people to learn, man, so that we don't keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. It's not a good thing. It's terrible. KPU, SH start. They move in, get their numbers in, and then put you out. That's exactly what happens, my brother. In that order, true indeed. No sugarcoating anything over here, buddy. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. Peace, love, and blessings. Shout out to Go Gadget. I love you all, man. I appreciate all my moderators, everybody that shows up, everybody that blessed the like button. Put some love and respect on the channel. Subscribe. It's King Supreme. Enjoy the rest of your day, y'all. I'm gone. Peace, love, and blessings to the FBA family. Shout out to my black folks globally. If you rock with me, I'm rocking with you.